Apples.
Yo,
That was quick, man.
what's that?
Your food, you literally grabbed it in 2 seconds.
It was delivered to me by the best person ever.
Why does Windows always turn Discord down to minimum?
Because it's Windows. It thinks Discord's the enemy.
That makes sense. How was your weekend?
Not bad.
Pretty relaxing, besides the fact that I constantly thought about needing to do work and didn't do any.
Yeah, work days are like that too.
We had a public holiday today, so it was always good.
Got to ride my motorbike for the first time in a while.
Cool.
It was lovely.
My first time in a while. Lockdown?
Because we haven't been allowed to go and just adventure without reason.
Oh, you mean like a drive to a mountain or something and back?
Yeah.
You could argue you essentially needed to get away from everyone.
Someone was saying we can argue that the bikes won't work if they're not used, because like they're not meant to just sit around. Like the tires go flat, batteries run out. Like they're not like a car; they can't sit there for 6 months. I was like so tempted to just test it and risk the fine, but you know. Yeah, I might go for a drive next weekend. Just really long drive, see where we go.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not much. Just been building castles.
They changed the D&D Beyond site again.
Are they?
All
Mine
the
hasn't changed.
numbers in the bonus look different.
Are they all blue?
They glow.
They
Oh.
they might have pushed out the digital dice.
Oh, yeah, you click them and dice come up on your screen.
Yep.
What?
Wait, what's this?
So there's
Go
digital
into
dice.
D&D Beyond and click on like Insight where it's got the +2. And a big giant dice appears on your screen.
Well, I just rolled a strength check for 19.
Oh, it looks so much better than what it did in the alpha. I had it turned off because it was this ugly sky blue color. A lot of the spaces are still pretty big though.
That's a cop die. It came up against the corner of my screen and it's kind of sitting there at a funny angle. And it's trying to say it's a 2, but it wasn't.
Oh, it's actually sound effects now.
Oh, that's cool as.
And you can earn new die sets and stuff like that.
Just running the odds. These dice rolls are better than mine.
Mine have been actually no, mine are about on par.
No, just wait till you actually need them and then they'll tank. Oh, you can even click on like the damage and it rolls the damage. And
Yeah.
oh, you roll the hit dice as well. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is sweet because I reckon I can click and roll on your character sheets and you won't be able to see it, right? Let me try.
Yeah, it's only client based.
Oh, it looks so cool when you've got attacks that do multiple dice.
Did you see that dex roll, Apples?
Yep, I
Okay.
passed.
What was it? What's the number?
It was success, 20. Not 20.
Deception 22.
No, alright, that's cool because if I want you guys to do a secret check, I can just do it for you. Oh, nice.
That's what our passives are for, you dickhead.
Yeah, no, but sometimes I want you to do.
Like, we don't want to have to backseat DM again for you, but this is getting ridiculous.
You want to talk about backseat DMing? Mark both of your wild shapes off, please. I'm
Oh.
backseat playering.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I did use the second one. Look at that.
Oh god, look, this guy is such a cheat.
Oh, we were gonna, like, fucking die anyway if anything came near us.
Color spray doesn't have dice rolls yet.
Oh, yeah, I've checked my spells. Oh, mine have them on on dice roll. Good berries. Came up 1.
Only one berry for you, sir. Yeah, if you want to turn them
that's
off,
the effect.
if you want to turn them off, click the little red arrow and there's dice rolling down the bottom.
I like them.
Ooh, the side of the dice that rolled successfully glows.
And it's bolded.
Do you have different dice sets? So if you go to collections and then my dice, do you have different sets?
I've got the basic black, and I can switch between the red or the white text.
Okay, so I've got old school, which is uncommon, and it's a white die.
Yeah, same as apples. Basic.
He's so
So-
basic.
Basic black, but it comes in red.
So currently D&D Beyond offer you extra character portraits and character frames and such. When you pre-order their content, you get these bonuses. So supposedly, when you pre-order stuff, you might get additional dice sets and things like that, or if you participate in community stuffs.
Hello.
Hello?
Yo.
What's going on? You missed all the fun to Bondi.
What fun?
No one
stuff?
tell him what we found out. He's got to figure it out for himself. We want to see his face when he figures it out.
So actually, I need a moment to redo the frames on OBS anyway.
Yep.
You gotta set up scenes,
I'm
Daddy.
supposed to see something.
No, it's
Yeah.
because I was using 6 people before. I do have scenes set up, but because we had 6 last week, it's a bit different this week.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You gotta set up scenes. Your 5-player scene and your 6-player scene.
Yeah.
So I have no wild shapes, but I have many spell slots.
Same.
Ooh, I need to open Roll20.
Yes, you do.
Do we get to leave this godforsaken pirate ship?
We're being ambushed again, remember?
No, I do not remember.
We were
All I
leaving.
remember was this was all Rock's fault.
Incorrect. Rock literally saved everybody.
Is that someone trying to talk? Is that you, Bundy, trying to talk?
I was not trying to talk. I was unzipping something.
Okay.
Background noise.
Background. Okay.
The Bondi zipper tripping the mic.
So I would think that if I punch someone, I can only ever do 1 damage. If I hit.
You reckon?
For me, yeah, because I've got no strength.
I think it still has a I think if you hit, it might even just have a flat value, or
It
yeah,
does.
It
So
is just 1.
the flat value is your strength modifier.
oh,
Minimum of 1, I think.
well, there you go. Okay,
Yeah, mine's 1. Unless I transform.
is it 1 plus your strength modifier, or is it minimum?
I'll tell you in a sec. It might be 1 plus the strength modifier.
Yeah.
It makes sense based on what I'm looking at. If it's 1 plus strength modifier,
Yeah, you're correct. Mine's 3.
yeah, there we go.
The wizard punches harder than the druid.
What about the cleric? What's the cleric doing? The same as you. The druid's doing -1. He actually punches life into people.
What are you guys talking about?
Punching.
Unarmed.
You turn your camera on, to potty.
Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't.
Thought you were doing something secretive. You didn't
Wait.
like us.
Is it on or was it just facing the other way?
No, it's not on at all. You've actually got it.
Oh, nice.
Hey, kitty.
Yeah, the lights for it. Video.
Must be cold winter coming on board.
Yeah, this one usually doesn't climb across the desk.
There we go.
Are we good?
I'm good.
Yep.
Hopefully I'm good. I had to cram in some reading before tonight's session, so hopefully we're alright.
Just want to say, this seems to play a lot like Pokemon. Walk into a building, random dude appears. Walk out of a building, random dude appears.
Probably more close to Final Fantasy, right? Or you look someone in the eye and see the music starts playing. Alright. So last time on Descent into Avernus, we started off with you in the lower levels of the Low Lantern, engaging with Amric Van Thamper. After some series of questioning and back and forths, you were not getting any information from Amric at all. And he seemed to be more interested in telling you about his family or trying to get you to take a loan from him as he was conducting his business. Any mention of the Dead Three or the dungeon under the bathhouse was met with quick dismissal. And after more persistent pestering, he threatened you with the wrath of the Van Thamper family if you didn't leave it alone. Thanesh, who had been invisible the entire time, expertly sulked out and saw that the barmaid, under direction from Amric, was sipping some unknown liquid into your drinks. With some expert tactics of knocking over the barmaid, people were avoided from being drinking the unknown concoction. At which point, after noticing that something was gone awry, the barmaid alerted Amric, which he started doing his escape. Combat ensued, and after some heavy back and forths, which led to the death of one of his bodyguards, Amric managed to escape. And that was mainly aided by some work done by your druid after attacking some innocents, which led to the alert of some of the bouncers. A long chase followed on, with them looking for a gigantic spider who had changed himself into a little spider and bounced away unnoticed. As Amric and his devilish other bodyguard has now escaped, you are leaving the Low Lantern to try and chase. But as you are exiting the exit ramp of the Low Lantern, you have been approached by a figure, and I'll read the section again to remind you. A cloaked figure approaches, armor clanking with each step. One gloved hand rests on the hilt of a longsword. The other pulls back a cowl to reveal the face of a teenager with brown skin, red hair, and a haunting gaze. The teenager now approaches you and says, "Excuse me, sirs. I seek an audience with Amric."
Why do you seek an audience with Amric?
My name is Rhea. I am a Hell Rider from Elturel. I am seeking why and information surrounding the disappearance of my beloved city. I believe Amric to have some information I sorely need.
This would be unfortunate. Amric has just left this ship, and I do not know where.
Come on, Daddy, you could have lied and just said you're the middleman. It goes through you first.
You're there. You can push me aside.
Yeah, but you were talking.
And aren't you still a little spider? Oh no, you transformed back.
Should be big again.
Yeah,
I know.
can't travel far enough.
Oh, he's disappeared, has he? Well, that is most unfortunate. I need to find him and get into the Vamthampra estate.
We can help you find him.
Can you now? What is your name? What is your name?
My name is Thaddeus.
Nice to make your acquaintance, Dinesh. I'm Rhea Mantlemorn, a Hell Rider from Elturel.
Oh, nice to meet you. Now, you say you're a Hell Rider. I imagined a Hell Rider to be rather fearsome. I don't get that particular aura from you. Should I be mistaken?
Oh, we are fearsome, and you are not mistaken at all. While I am only relatively new to the Hell Riders, I was off training when Elturel disappeared.
Now, so do I know anything about the Hell Riders? Have I heard about them before?
Yeah, make a history check.
Oh, 10.
So you recall that the Hell Riders was something that was mentioned to you during the early days of this campaign, and the Hell Riders are what are thought to be riding down on Baldur's Gate following the disappearance of Elturel. And there's a bit of fear in the background to say that the Hell Riders are trying to find out what's going on, but also maybe what's caused Elturel. There's a bit of unknown around that.
So,
the
Hell Riders, are they from this plane? Are they just a group of people that have called themselves the Hell Riders, or do they actually have a belonging to Hell itself?
One moment. There was a piece that I think I read out early on, but give me a sec.
Yeah, because I imagine Hell Riders, like when you say Hell Riders, I'm thinking, face on fire, skull set inside the helmet.
That's my next question,
screaming death. But this guy's a teenager, so it makes me think that he's a person who belongs to a group called the Hell Riders.
Make another history check for me, please.
Okay. Much better, 20.
I was going to say, this one's actually got a DC against it, so I need to make sure that you hit it.
18 plus 2.
So you recall that the Hell Riders were so named long ago when they descended into the Nine Hells on horseback to fight devils. Most of them never returned. Okay. So they are a group. They are a group of people based in Elturel. Kind of like a guard or a flame.
I was thinking like an armed force that's gone down into hell.
That's right, and they're aptly named the Hell Riders in doing so because they went down into hell.
Do I know what their alignment is? Are they a lawful good faction? Are they a chaotic? Are they a criminal organization?
Based on that check, you would understand that they don't dabble in criminal activities.
Okay. So I'll continue and say, yes, we've just met Amric, and he has fled our presence, and we are actually also going to be searching for him. And I believe, and I'll turn to everybody else, I believe our next action would be to find this character. And we would welcome some help if you wish to aid us. Or pay us.
Are you saying the pay us?
Yeah, I will. I'll
Okay.
throw that on.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, I will definitely happily help you. I don't have anything to pay you with. All of my possessions were in Elturel at the time when I saw it disappear. But I want to find what's happened to my city. I want to find out what's going on. So I will gladly help you to try and find out more.
Okay. Do you have any information about Amric? I see you've come to this ship. Do you possess any other information about him?
Yeah, well, I haven't been here long, but I know that this city is a cesspool of corruption. I'm investigating a rumor. You see, the rumor that Thaddeus Krieg, he was the High Overseer of Elturel, and he's in this city. I don't know whether it's true, but from what I heard is that he is in the company of 4 guards employed by the Van Thamper family.
Thaddeus Krieg, have we heard about him yet?
You have not?
Okay. And sorry, you said he's doing stuff for the Van Thamper family, or mixed up with them.
Is rumored that he is in the company of the Van Thamper family, and his title is the High Overseer of Elturel.
Would you know where we could find Thaddeus Krieg?
Oh, as the rumor said, he's in the company of some guards employed by the Van Thamper family. My estimate would be to look at the Van Thamper estate. However, I was hoping to get more information out of Amric about that.
The estate was where we had already been?
No, you've been to a different estate.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But you are aware that based on the Van Thamper family being a patriarch family, that there would be an estate in the upper city.
Okay. So I'll reinforce what you just said by asking a question. So your next move would be to check out the Van Thamper estate?
Yeah, I think that would be best, and I think it would be good if we could work together to head there.
No. I've got a couple of things I want to do. Like, this is quite late in the night, isn't it? At this stage.
Yeah, it's definitely past sunset. It's around about 7 p.m.
Yeah. Do we want to do this the following day? I'll ask him. So, what was his name again?
Her name is Rhea, and
Her
I think I've revealed it on Roll20.
I'm good for a fight, but I'm on 9 health. I'm happy to go. I just won't be able to take many punches.
I cast Good Berries.
Okay.
That won't heal me 11 health.
No.
Is your matter urgent? Can this wait until tomorrow and we can meet up at an organized time?
By all means, if we need to take a little bit of time, I see, and she points to you, Izzy. I see some of you are a bit battered and bruised. I could imagine you wanting to take a bit of rest and wanting to make sure that you're safe for any upcoming danger.
Yeah, I think that would be best.
Amarie did not leave peacefully.
No, it did not. What's our lodging called? I can't remember.
It's a Flaming Fist guardhouse.
Okay, it's just a guardhouse. It's got a funny name. All right. I will ask her to meet us at the lodge or the guardhouse at say probably 2:00 tomorrow, to give us time to sort of wake up and I want to go and get some stuff before we move on.
AM or PM?
PM.
Okay.
Definitely PM. And is that okay with you three? Are you good with that?
Yep.
Oh, she says, where you want to meet? At a Flaming Fist guardhouse.
Yeah, and I presume I own a map and I'll point it to that. Or if I don't, I will instruct.
At the mention of the Flaming Fist guardhouse, you see her face drop and she gets a bit nervous. She puts her hand closer to the grip of the sword. What do you mean, Flaming Fist guardhouse? Why do you want to meet there?
We're a member of that organization. Paid mercenaries, but we're currently under their employ, and it is where we lodge. If you prefer a different location, please, we can discuss.
When you say paid mercenary, what do you mean? And you see as she gets a bit more anxious.
Well, we all need to make a living, and so we were doing work for Captain Zodge.
She's getting more nervous says,
well,
I must tell you though, I'm being hunted by the Flaming Fist. There was an unfortunate altercation, and it wasn't entirely my fault, but I must know that you're not going to take me in.
I'd like to just see if she's lying about the altercation.
Sure. Roll a insight check.
Natural 20.
You can see that she is telling the truth.
Okay. Now, I don't mean to speak for the group, but if there is any disagreements, I'll look to the other three. So we can keep this between us. I have no issues doing that, if it's for a greater cause.
Your secret is safe.
Better not get in the way of my next paycheck.
With that, you see her start to relax a little bit, and the hand moves back to the top of the sword. And she says, "Okay, if we can make that agreement, but I want you to understand, I'm in this for my city. I'm in this for El Terrell."
That's we understand. We've seen a great deal of deception with our current investigations, so it makes sense to keep things very tight for the moment. So happy to help. Now, at the lodging, it is only us that reside there, and there's nobody else from the Flaming Fist who patrols nearby or anything like that I would know about with there.
I'd be wary, because remember we made an explosion and they came in.
They did too.
Explosion.
All right. Well, how about I say we'll meet 2 blocks south of the guardhouse at 2:00.
Or at the bazaar.
Yeah.
Would that be easy for her? And it's on our way anyway.
She says to you, I'm happy to meet at the guardhouse. I know who the Flaming Fist look like around here, and I can keep an eye out.
Okay. All right. We'll meet there at 2:00.
Okay. She gives you a gentle nod, and says until 2:00 tomorrow.
No worries. Now, the 2 characters, who I presume are her escort at the bottom of the stairs.
No, they're the 2 drow. They are exiting.
Okay. Yes.
They are effectively, and I should have moved them off based on when you started the conversation, because they're walking off.
Yeah, they've gone.
They're gone. They're off screen, out of sight.
All right. Very good. Well, if that's the end and she's departing, I suggest that we sort of head back and rest for the night, or whatever. Or if anybody else wants to do anything, feel free to go off and do that. But Thaddeus is going to return to the lodging and preside over his books, do a bit of study, and then rest for the night.
Okay. What would the rest of you like to do?
Rest.
Est.
Okay. Let me just move the map. All right. You guys are going to exit off the Low Lantern and start making your way towards the guard lodging. And as you're walking through town, you just pass random passerbyers, people talking, people leaving and going from buildings, but nothing of interest or catches your eye or stops you as you're walking on through.
Do we have any inkling that the crows were Who's cases? Or is that just something we know from you talking?
Pip
So-
just got killed by another
I thi-
bird.
As far as you know, Thanesh has the idea that Fip has been killed. Well, he knows that Fip has been killed, I'd imagine, based on
Yes.
your connection. But you weren't channeled into Fip at the time, so you didn't see that the Raven...
And Fip was attacked from behind
Yeah.
as well. So even if I was, but yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
All I know is that I cannot connect with Fip anymore, and I know that something
Yep.
bad has happened. I don't know it was done by the Ravens. It could have been Amric for all I knew.
Yeah. But when you got up top, the Ravens were gone.
Yep.
As you
We
did
have
not
no
hear any
idea,
of the
right?
I don't think Thanesh would have noticed about the Ravens. I think he would have been more focused on Amric.
Right, so you've arrived into the guard lodging. Is there any special activities that you want to do before you start doing your rest?
So what time is it here?
Given the travel time, and you're now in the house and settled down, it'd be around about 8:30.
Okay. I'd like to do 3.5 hours of study, and that's copying 2 level 1 spells and a level 2 spell into my spellbook.
Of course. Hevel, anything from you?
No, I just intend a long rest.
There you go. Rock.
I will cast Snare on my door like normal and go to bed.
Okay, and Izzy.
Yeah, I'll just long rest.
Anyone intending to do a watch at any point?
Thanesh would be awake until midnight.
Yep. Okay, so you're effectively doing a first watch, but you are distracted.
Yes.
Okay.
No using the toilet, Thanesh.
I'll stay away.
Okay. luckily, no toilet. No sounds coming from underneath the ground either this time around. As the night progresses, you hear a bit of loud noises and a bit of chatter going on outside as a group of people have exited from a nearby place. There's been some sounds and some cheering and a little bit of music playing from time to time. But the rest of your night passes without an event. You each start stirring and wake up around about 7, 8 a.m. From your long rest.
Nice. Now, I've learnt the first level Ray of Sickness, the first level Disguise Self, and the second level Scorching Ray.
And with you learning them, you now know them, don't you? You don't have to change your prepared spells?
I
or-
do have to change my prepared spells. So
Okay.
think of my spellbook being my arsenal of spells, but I can only use like 5 or 6 at a time. So I need to pick and choose and swap some out for new ones.
Are you swapping some out? Do I need to...
I will swap
okay.
some out, but I'll
Okay.
sort of decide that as we go along.
Yep. All right. Let me know when to refresh your thingy so I can see what they are.
He's pinching all my spells.
All right. It's a usual gloomy day as you've now woken up in your guardhouse. It's a bit drafty from the hole within the toilet area. Otherwise, it is just a bit foggy and gloomy. Nothing too cheery about today. What would you like to do until the 2 p.m. meeting time?
Now, I took a 150 gold bag from the thug that we killed.
Yep.
So I'll hand out an equal share with everybody.
Do we know how much is it? Didn't we have to count it?
Let's say that Thanesh counted it before he went to bed.
That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so 150 gold. So split 4 ways is...
Was there really 150 gold, Jonah? Was there more?
It was 150 gold.
It's half of 75, 37 and a half. Yeah, that should be right. So
Calculator in there.
no, it's fun trying to figure it out. 37 gold each and 5 silver.
So 10 silver is 1 gold, is it?
Yeah, I think it's 10, 10, 10 for each of them, right? 10 coppers, 1 silver, 10
Yeah.
silvers, 1 gold.
Electrum and platinum are weird.
Okay.
Oh yeah, platinum's 10 gold, but electrum's 5 silver pieces.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like a 50
Why do
cent
they
coin.
do that? That's silly.
Just interesting, I suppose.
It should just scale.
So how much are we getting? What?
37 and 5.
37 gold, 5 silver.
No platinum.
Cool.
1/3 of the way towards my plate mail that I can't wear.
Thanesh will I want to go out and find about 30 gold worth of incense.
Okay. So you're coercing the group to head towards the bazaar?
Oh, and before we go, I'll say to everybody, hey, I've been doing a bit of reading, and I found out that for a couple of spells, I just need a single material, and it doesn't consume it. So, if you're willing, I haven't got the gold for it, but if everyone wants to chip in for a pearl, I can identify any items at will.
How much is the pearl, fellow spellcaster?
I need a pearl of around 100 gold.
Yeah, okay.
Are you hinting that you don't have 100 gold?
I do not have 100 gold. I've been doing it.
That's so poor. I hand you a large fistful of copper. I'd say there'd be about 200 copper in that large fistful.
Yeah, even though you've got it marked as gold, you guys do have a crap ton of copper.
I
Yeah,
got
that's
rid of
why
all
I'm
mine.
looking at the breakdown, and I've still got 721 copper. So, Darty, I hand you a large fistful, which I assume to be 200.
You give him 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, 2 gold pieces.
That's it.
All right.
Thanesh just like, thanks.
So Thanesh, I'll say that you recall the shop where you had your bag of beans identified as well, as possibly a good location for you to go visit.
All right, so I'll head back there and, I'll ask for 30 gold pieces. And is everyone chipping in for a pearl? Or want to chip me some? I only have 67 gold, total value on me at the moment. So
If you want, I'll chip it.
if you want to do
That's so
25
cool.
each, because it'd be useful for everyone.
I can just throw you 50 gold, whatever, and then
Okay.
that'll give you what?
All
10
money bags over here, just throwing it around. So what? All right, I'll keep my 25 gold then, because he's throwing it all in.
Yeah, and then Thanesh will owe me one.
Why don't you just go the whole 100? Come on, Izzy. All right, well, if he's going to put in 50, then I'll keep my 25. Those others don't want to contribute.
I hand Thanesh 50 gold, but I follow him. I want to see my investment
All
through.
right. Is anybody else chipping in, or is this it?
Yeah, I'll chip in the 2 gold worth of copper.
2 gold for the copper. Oh god. All right, so I'll head to that shop and I'll seek for a 100 gold pearl and only 20 gold worth of incense.
I'll give you the other 25. That's fine.
25. All right, 30 gold worth of incense.
Yeah.
So who's going with? Who's staying? Who's doing what?
Izzy's watching over his precious gold.
I'm going.
Okay, so Izzy's going. The 2 of you are staying.
I
Rock,
presume-
Kibble?
yeah, I don't know.
Rock's just come along for one up.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
bored.
just following.
For a stroll. Okay. All right. Half hour, 45-minute stroll as you get your bearing and remember back to the building. You arrive at Sorcerer's Sundries.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk in and not make small talk and just say, hey, I'm just after 30 gold incense and a pearl worth 100 if they have it.
Okay. The shop owner, and I can't remember his name, but that's all right for the time being, says to you, "Oh, okay, so you're after the pearl and a couple of bits of incense. All right. Okay, let me go out back." And he ducks out back to see what he's got for you.
No worries.
Riverland.
He comes back. and he says, "Okay, I've got about 30 gold worth of incense. However, this is my second last pearl, and I need my other one for my own uses. So this one's going to be 120 gold pieces."
That's ridiculous.
I'll look over the pearl. Is there any imperfections on it?
Make a perception check.
17.
This pearl looks very familiar to the one that he used to identify your bag of beans.
Yep.
Therefore, you feel confident that it is a correct and perfect pearl in this case.
I say, oh, look,
Excellent
I'm a
DNA.
little bit short of coin and desperately need this for the flaming fist. I'm sure you can do this for close to the 100 gold value. Let's say 105 gold.
Ooh. If I want to do that, I might have to take a bit of the incense back as well. Can you do 110?
I'll do 110.
Okay.
I join and say, because isn't his name Rivelin? That's what I've got in my notes.
Very likely.
Say, Rivelin, you saw us the other day. We're back here buying things again. Surely a discount for some reoccurring customers to keep us, well, reoccurring.
Well, I do appreciate, and I am throwing on that 10 gold discount that from the entertainment I got with the Flaming Horseman.
Oh no! That's not being spent now. That's
Bad
for
point.
later. They're not getting that discount. That's my discount.
Even still, I did end up losing out on a vial of fire breathing from it, so I think this is still fair.
I'll just hand him the 140 gold. So that's handed in. Oh, no, did I get 200 copper pieces from you, Rock? Did you actually give that to me?
Yeah, I gave you
Yeah,
200
okay.
copper pieces.
So I'll hand it to him in my smallest currency first. But yeah, I'll count out 140 gold's worth of coins and give that to him. A lot of it in copper and silver.
While he's doing that, and obviously it's a good hour for him to count all that out, I'd like to ask if there's anything around that could maybe enhance me while I transform these. Or if he knows someone I can get to that might be able to help out.
You asked that last time.
You
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Alright.
But
did.
me need to survive more. Me need more armor.
Rivelin could have got more stock since then.
He looks you up and down and he says, Flaming Horseman, I'm afraid I think you've got all the protection you need. I can't help you anymore.
Cool. All right, I've removed all that currency. There was 200 copper, 100 silver, and 128 gold.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So please add the pearl and the incense into your inventory.
Cool. Thank you.
And what are you guys doing now?
I'll nudge Hevel. Hevel, are you still holding on to one of those dragon items that we looted from the bathhouse?
I sold the porcelain mask.
You sold the mask. Okay.
Sorry.
I just mentioned to everyone, hey, look, I've got this spear that I've been, eyeing off, and I wouldn't mind finding out if it has any special properties. Before we go and meet up with Rhea, do you mind if we head back to the lodging and I'll just work some magic and see if I can learn anything about this. And I'm still very curious about this crown that we looted as well.
Sure.
Okay, so is the objective to head back towards the lodging?
Yep.
All right. You start walking back towards the lodging, and you're only about halfway back to there. When you're moving along, and Hevel, you see something ahead of you that you haven't seen. Well, you thought it looked a bit out of place, as if there was kind of a shimmer through the air as it's moving towards you. And as it gets closer, you see the form of two imps barreling down towards the group. I'll get
there.
I'll get all of you to roll initiative for me, please.
I'm going to use the new
I
digital
get
dice,
all.
and I rolled a whole 0. So I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, you learn your lesson.
They did a pretty good job on those digital dice. They look really nice.
They're rolling a lot better than what they did when they first released in the alpha. They just sort of scud across, and they didn't actually tumble or roll.
Can you program that to Bondi?
Give me forever. I'm not very good with like artistic stuff, so I'd probably struggle. Probably help someone that's good with artistic stuff though.
So what were your initiatives? Sorry.
Thanesh got 12.
7.
4.
And Hevel?
0.
Oh, you got -1.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hevel, as you've noticed them, they're around about 60 feet away. In terms of a marching order, what would be a marching order for you guys? Sorry, I should have asked for it as you're walking back. Who would be more inclined to be in the front? Well, Hevel, I've got you at the front, based on you picking them up.
Rock's just dawdling. Not
I would have
paying
been
attention.
up close because Thanesh is eager to go back and learn about these items.
All right, so it's going to be a 2x2 with Hevel and Thanesh next to each other, Rock and Izzy 5 feet behind. The imps, it's just an open streetway. The buildings on either side is around about a 20-foot gap between the two buildings. So there's, what would that be? Like 5 foot on either side of you. And yeah, the imps are ahead flying. They're 30 feet in the air, 60 feet away. However, the imps are going to act first. The two, I shouldn't be calling them imp. The two creatures are going to be acting first. And they are going to barrel down a bit closer. They're not quite able to make it though before you've pitched them. So they're moved closer. They are now 20 feet off the air and 20 feet away from each of you. And it is now Thanesh's turn.
Do they become visible as they get closer, or?
So I'll say that Hevel has identified that they're there, and so they are visible now.
Okay, so I can see them. Oh, I haven't changed up my spells. Oh. Well, I'm going to leave this one on my list. I'll change up the other one. So I'll ready a catapult, and when they get closer, I'm going to launch a large stone that I can see on the ground at them.
Why don't you launch an imp into a wall?
Do imps weigh less than, what's it, 5-10 pounds?
It's got to be an object. It can't be. I can't launch a creature into
An
a
imp is
creature.
an object. I think it's a DM rule. Like, I'd say an imp is easily
Actually,
an object that can be launched.
I have a
Like,
dagger in my inventory, so I'm going to pull
Don't
the dagger out,
objectify the imps,
and
apples.
I'm going to launch the dagger at them.
Oh, you're such a wimp. Don't you remember that fucking gnome hunting? Where was it?
Is
That
the
shitty
damage?
dungeon.
Does the damage change based on it being
No,
a
no,
pointed
no,
shield?
it's just an object. But for
Okay.
flavor, there's this, I've just
A
taken a
dagger.
dagger from my belt, and then it's flying at
Okay.
them, blade out.
But you're just readying an attack.
Yeah, so once they get closer, or let's say within 10 feet of somebody, I'm going to launch it.
Okay. All right. Izzy, your go.
How close are the imps to each other?
They would be 10 feet apart.
Okay. I might just attack him with Raise Sickness. And I'm going to twin spell to hit both of them.
Okay. And let me have a look at Raise Sickness.
Hit.
Okay. All right. And so you rolling to hit, are you?
Yep.
Yep. So make two rolls to hit.
First is 9, the second is 16.
Okay, so the first one misses, but the second one does make contact. Roll damage.
6 poisoning damage.
Okay. As you shoot off the twin bolts of these two rays, you see one shoot off into the air, just like a skylight going out into the atmosphere. But the second one makes a clean contact directly with the imp. When you're looking at it, you see the beam actually glance off either side of it, and what you would expect to be a full damaging hit looks to take no effect to the imp.
Does he also do a constitutional saving throw?
He passes. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Rock, your turn.
They're floating a little bit, aren't they?
They are 20 feet off the ground, yes.
20 feet. Fuck me.
Yeah, they're 20 feet off the ground, 20 feet flying.
Jump. And then jump again.
And 20 feet away.
And jump again until all your movement's gone.
So 20 feet away. Alright, I cast Shalalala
Yep.
to give myself a powerful weapon. And then I can't do both. Oh no, one's a bonus action, one's an action. I can cast 2 cantrips, can't I?
Yes.
Or is it has to be 1 spell, 1 cantrip?
I think it's 2 cantrips as long as one's got the type of bonus action.
Yeah, one's a bonus action, Shalalala.
Yep.
And then I cast Thorn Whip.
Okay.
So I shall whip at them. And
So melee spell attack?
Yep. So what's that? Plus 4. 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, that's gay. 1. But I pull it 10 foot close.
Okay. So as you pull it in, and it takes the little nettles from the whip as it comes in, and latches on, it just moves its way closer to you from you pulling it in. It's now, we'll say 10 feet flying, 10 feet away from you as well.
And I run as under it as I can get.
Sure. Okay. You are now directly under it. Hevel, your turn.
I will run directly under it as well.
Yep.
Okay. That was 10 feet away and 10 foot up. So if I run...
So if you're directly under it, it is now 10 feet above you.
Yeah, and I would have expended 10 feet. So I've got 20 feet. So if I jump, is that like half my distance?
So you've spent 10 feet moving. Yep. So to jump, I believe that. Oh crap! What was jumping again?
Do a running jump.
I don't think we can jump very high. So it's 3 plus your strength modifier. So yeah, you get within 5.
You would yeah. You would be able to reach if you were to jump, but I will make you do an attack with disadvantage if you are going to attack it.
Alright, I might just take the dodge action then.
Okay, so you're readying a dodge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me just bring that up so I've got it ready. Okay, it is now the imp's turn. And they... so the one that's directly above you, Hevel and Rock, it is going to fly down into range and attack you, Rock. As it starts, its tail, its scorpion-like tail, rears up and tries to lash at you, and with an 11, I believe that misses. Yep. So as it lashes out, you manage to duck under it as this tail just swipes over the top. It's now going to.
Do I get to launch my reaction at any point?
Do you want to? It depends on which one you want to do it. So this one's moving. Do you want to use your reaction to attack this
If
one?
if it's come down and it's a bit closer, then yeah, I'll
Okay.
do that one.
All right. So do your attack roll.
So no attack roll, but it's a DC 12 saving throw on the imp.
For catapult? Oh, I thought it was attack. Okay. It passes.
Dagger flies by. And I am now lost 1 dagger.
Bad luck. And but the attack misses. It just leans into you even closer and just snarls with these great, sizable teeth for such a tiny creature. The second one is it sees the catapult, the dagger fly out and nearly hit its friend. So it's now going to dash down and take a sting at you, Thanesh, with its tail. And it makes contact. Well, it's hitting you. But you've already... Oh, no, that's a readied action. So you can do a reaction if you want.
Yeah, I'll use it. So AC 13.
So its tail makes clean contact with the center of your chest.
Yep.
Hits you for 5 piercing damage. And I'll get you to make a Constitution save as well, please.
17. No, 18, sorry.
Okay, you pass, but you still... you take 5 poison damage.
Ouch. Ah.
And it's going to give you the same wicked grin directly in your face as it's now hovering in front of you. Finish your turn.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on it after he's just smacked me and grinning mischievously. So I'm going to show him that I mean business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put all 3 rays into him.
Ooh, okay. And yep, so roll to hit on all 3.
I got a 2, a 3, and a 19. So 6, a 7, and a 23.
The 23 hits. The others do not.
So, and a measly 4 fire damage.
So as you shoot back, these 2 rays go either side of the small darting creature around in front of your face, but the third one makes clean contact with its face, and you see as this flame pushing onto it, it's looking behind as this fire relishing in the heat on him as he gives you a wicked grin. As the flame of the ray subsides, you see no burn marks,
actually,
no charge.
I could not have done that because I used my reaction. Up to you if you want to still allow it, but my reaction dictates I can only cast cantrips on my following turn.
Okay. Well then, yes, sorry, we did say we were going to try.
Did you use your reaction though?
I did. I buffed up my armor class when it hit me.
Yep. Yes, sorry. All right, we'll go back.
All right. Well, I'll firebolt it, and let's say I'll use the lowest roll.
Because I already RP'd what was going on, I'll say that firebolt hit, and the same thing happens as I RP'd it. So you see this wicked grin from the flame as if it's giggling almost from behind it.
It's awesome. A nib dirty.
It
Light fire.
It appeared to have no effect. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Izzy, it is your go.
I will frostbite the one closest.
Okay, so the one closest to you will be the one in front of Finish.
Yep, and it has to roll a constitutional save.
Constitution 19.
Fuck.
So as you try and hit him with a frostbite, you're seeing he's darting using Finish's head as cover almost as the ray goes away, and it's giving this little demonic infernal laugh as it's giggling around. It's toying with you. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay.
I take a step aside so that Thanesh's head is no longer in the way.
Sure. Okay. Rock, your turn.
Is any in melee range?
Yeah, the one that attacked you has now hovered down. It is practically in front of your face.
I would like to smack him.
Okay, smack away. Roll to hit.
7.
Much to the same as what's happened on the other side, you take a big swing, but this tiny creature is now just darting around, giving you the same wicked giggle. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Hevel, your turn.
I'll just try and smack the closest one with my mace.
Yep, so this is the one that's in between, well, it's next to you and Rock. Yep, roll to hit.
18.
That hits, roll damage.
7.
As you make a clean contact with this one, as you bat it away, seemingly distracted by trying to torment Rock, you give it a good hit. You feel it hasn't quite taken the full brunt of your swing, though.
Oh.
Anything else for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the imp's turn. The imp is the creature's turn. The creature in front of you, Rock, is going to give another giggle and lash out this time with the tail again. This time making clean contact with you, hitting you for 4 piercing damage. And I'll get you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
18. It was 4 damage, yeah?
So 4 piercing, and then you take 2 poison damage, and I believe you're resistant to poison.
Yes.
Yep.
So 1?
1, yep. So you've taken 3 damage in total from that.
Wait, so you mean 5? You said, it was the first 4 as
sorry.
well.
No, sorry. The first one was piercing. Sorry, yes, you've taken 5. My bad.
Yeah, cool.
It continues to give these torments and mockery tones in an infernal language. Now, I think you understand infernal, don't you? No, you don't.
No.
Hevel and...
I don't. No, I'm Draconic.
Izzy and Hevel, you guys are just hearing like an infernal slang and swear words as they're just mocking you, having their fun teasing you. The next one's going to take another lash out at you, Thanesh.
Okay.
This time, as it's striking in, you catch the tail and bat it away, push back before the stinger comes into you.
Yes.
Finish your turn.
All right. As I catch his tail, I'm going to sort of quickly let it go, grasp my staff with 2 hands, and try and crack it as hard as I can.
All right, roll to hit.
Uh, 13.
Roll damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. 10 damage.
What is that, bludgeoning?
10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
8 plus 2.
So as you've caught the tail, you see the grin drop from the imp. You've released it and taken a very quick swipe at it while it's sort of frozen in midair. You've made really good contact across its head, but after quickly dodging the head away and looking back into you, see a big childish grin on it, still towards you.
I'm going to grin back and puff a bit of smoke out of my mouth.
Wonderful. Anything else?
Nope, just grinning, smoking.
Good. Izzy, your turn.
I will shoot my crossbow at the one grinning at Thanesh.
Okay. Roll to hit.
12.
As you loose the crossbow bolt off, you manage to just clip its wing, but there's a hole already in the tattered bottom of the wing, and you thought your crossbow did it, but it's gone through it. You've just missed.
Alright. I also let Rock say it called you a flaming short arsehole.
With that is your turn, Rock.
How far away is the other one?
The other one will be about 10 feet away from you.
And it's in melee range of Darty.
Of Thaddeus,
Dinesh,
yes.
Yeah.
Dinesh. Yeah, cool. Hearing that it's called me an arsehole, I cast Thorn Whip on it.
On the one that
And
next to Thaddeus?
yes.
Yep. Okay, roll to hit.
It said shorter, so
17. These on-screen dice are better than my real life ones.
That hits. Roll damage.
I take it back. Another one.
Good thing we can't halve a 1.
And I drag it towards me, the 10 feet.
All right, you lash onto its legs with the vine whip, pulling it back in towards you. You are now surrounded by the 2 imps. There is one in front of you, which was the one that you pulled from Thanesh, and the other one is on your back, which is the first one that you were attacking. But they are both in melee range of you and both in melee range of Hevel.
Darty gets an opportunity attack if he wants it on the one I pulled away.
I will take it.
Doesn't say.
Hey, all right, roll your attack of opportunity.
For
4.
fuck's sake.
Sorry,
come
6.
on.
It was 6. I know. I was really excited, and no, I rolled a 2.
Your own puff of smoke has provided a smoke cloud for the imp to now disappear from in front of you as you're batting away. You can't hit anything.
I'm just too busy focusing on it. Didn't even see the imp get reefed away.
There you go. Anything else, Rock?
For my bonus action, I would like to turn into a direwolf.
Okay, you are now a big growling direwolf with 2 imps, one on either side of you. Hevel.
I will
Oh,
use
sorry.
a wild shape.
Yep.
So you don't use this time.
Hevel, it is your turn.
Of the 2, how are they looking health-wise?
So the one that was just reefed by the thorn whip appears to have a few more cuts and bruises on it compared to the other one.
A really
I
big
want
bump on his head.
Yeah.
I want to go up to the one that's looking the best, the healthiest one, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on it.
Okay. Yep. So that's the one you were attacking previously.
Yep.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Oh yeah. So you rolled a 21.
Yep.
That hits.
He
Roll
did.
your damage.
16 damage.
Okay. As you make a touch onto this imp, you essentially just grab onto its tiny body with your entire hand, and you just see this necrotic damage just come out of your hand into the imp as it instantly gives out a little infernal squeal, and then bang, dead instantly in your hand. You let go and it drops to the floor.
Here's a little party popper.
how much damage did you do?
16.
Yeah,
They
that's
won't know all
crazy.
that much, I imagine.
Probably been waiting to use that for a while.
Is it 3d10?
First time it's effective. Yeah, 3d10.
It's so good. Okay. Okay. The other imp is now gonna. It's been reefed towards this direwolf, but it's going to start panicking, and it is going to turn invisible directly in front of you, and with that, it is going to fly away. Now, let me just check. Can attack of opportunity against invisible?
No, I'd have to be able to see it. Yeah, sure.
Could you hear it flying?
I should have
Yeah, I
gone
think it
cold
just
down
disappears.
spider for my blind side, because then I wouldn't have to see.
Yeah, so you're free to leave melee without provoking attack of opportunity. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to give a very quick look at you, Hevel, seeing the pure damage just come out of you, and it's going to very quickly drop its grin, click its fingers, turn invisible, and fly away.
Coward.
And with that, you wait around a few moments and... yeah, go.
It says with catapult. So I know with an invisible target, you can attempt to attack it with disadvantage using your perception. This being a dex save, but the spell says I can choose an object and launch it in a direction that I choose. Now, I'm actually going to have a go at this, and I'll let you dictate how it happens. But I want to try and listen very carefully to where he goes, and I'm going to launch the remaining dagger off my belt towards him. So you work out how all the math falls into place.
Okay, so he's turned invisible, and you... I suppose you've heard the flapping of the wings as they've gone away in a direction. So are you going to attempt to catapult in that direction?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you'd be better off with a shield or a table, something a bit more area-wise.
All right.
A boomerang, Daddy.
It passed.
Oh, okay.
So-
I was expecting
so-
you to make me do a perception check with disadvantage or something like that.
No, I'll just let it do its save, and with advantage in that case. And so you shoot off this dagger, and you just see it go right into the air, curve out over the horizon, and just drop behind some houses,
Bugger.
seemingly not making contact with anything.
There goes my other good dagger.
Okay, so yeah, as you take a moment and assess the area, you feel a bit safer and combat has subsided. I'll get each of you to add 100 XP. Before I begin.
That's so short.
And what are you doing now? Are you going to continue back towards the guardhouse?
Yep. I presume there's nothing left of the other one.
There's a shriveled corpse of a tiny flying creature with a scorpion's tail at the back.
Take it.
I did note during that conversation with the family, the eldest brother, Thirstwell, imps as spies, has the bathhouse under surveillance.
Yep.
Sickly, never leaves the mother's estate. So, I don't know. In fact, that's the second time I've been attacked by imps.
Yeah.
Guess they're watching us.
And in broad daylight. Getting
Yeah.
old. Alright, well, Thaddeus will continue walking towards the guardhouse, and as I walk past the imp, he just sockers it to the side of the street.
Okay, you kick it off into an alleyway where, as you progress a bit further, you hear some scurrying of a small animal, possibly looking forward to its next meal, going towards that corpse. Poor thing's not going to get anything too tasty out of it. And the rest of you move on towards the guardhouse, and you make it there safely with your wolf companion still by your side.
Yep.
I'm guessing you're still a dire wolf there, Rock.
Yep,
All right. What's the time on your wild shape? Is it an hour?
an hour.
Okay. So it's the rest of your walk's taken around about 20 minutes. So you're about a third of the way through your wild shape. You are now back at the guard lodging. It is around about midday.
Midday? Alright.
Yep.
Now, I'll talk with everyone just to make sure it's okay. I would like to spend an hour to bring Fit back, and also to spend 20 minutes looking over the crown and the spear that I have.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So while he's doing that, the rest of you, would you, what are you doing during that time?
Becoming a dwarf, I assume.
You will be?
Opportunity to take a short rest here as I do this.
I do that. I relax. Chill for a solid hour.
Chill.
All right.
I summon Mage Hand and just make it sort of dance around Tanesh's head.
Is
Constantly.
anyone missing some HPs?
I'm missing 10 HPs.
I have all of mine.
I dumped yesterday's batch of good berries in your lap.
Okay.
Eat these, sir.
Alright. So I'll just sort of munch on one here and there as I go through my ritual.
Yesterday's batch, when did you brew them?
Just before. Remember while he was talking as we got off the boat?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, I saved 2 for myself.
Okay, There you go. So if you're munching on them, you'll recover 8 HP from the good berries there, Thanesh, and you'll recover 2 rock. And the short rest will pass uneventfully. Thanesh, you now have FIP back and available.
Yes.
Now it's 1 o'clock. You're going to be spending the next 20 minutes, as you said, investigating the next those 2 items.
Just a minor detail, but Find Familiar is an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
And the other 2, I just realised, 11 minutes each. So.
It's semantics. You got FIP back. And all right, if each of you guys are doing nothing more but continuing to maintain rest, as you analyze the spear first, Thanesh, you channel into the pearl, and you find that there is nothing magical about this spear at all.
All right.
It appears to just be a standard painted pike that was used for ornamental purposes with the statue. However, it is a very real spear that could be used as a weapon.
Okay.
As for the crown, much the same. It is expertly crafted, and as with the history that was shared before, it still stands. However, there is no magical property or power as part of this crown. As the more you understand it, you feel this to be something that would be a part of a treasure or a treasure hoard.
No worries.
Disappointed.
Oh, Thaddeus is rather disappointed with it, but he's still happy he has it. At the end of it, I will say to everyone, hey, there's nothing important about the crown or the spear, sadly, but the spear is usable, and if anybody wants it, they can have it. It can be thrown, or you can poke.
Probably more valuable to be sold if it's ornamental.
Would I know that it would have an increased value? Because I know spears are fairly cheap.
From spending the time analyzing it as well as identifying it, you'd find that it the only thing different from a common spear is that it's been painted to match the paint that was on the statue.
Yeah, so it's nothing crazy. Okay, no, I'll just hold it.
Okay. As some more time pass, and you're just waiting around in the house, going about your activities, you hear a sturdy 3 quick knocks on the front door.
I'll go and open it.
You open the door, and you see the same figure that you met at the front of the low lantern. It appears that Rhea is visiting.
All right, so I'll open the door and I'll let her in. Unless, does she look like she's wanting to move away from here, or is she looking to come inside?
Well, she'll accept your invite in. As she enters, she then says, "Greetings. How are you all feeling? Are you all rested?"
Well rested.
All right, I think we're ready to move on. So if you want
I'd advise we even took on a spot of combat in the morning.
She
I
looks you up.
cast good berries.
Okay. She looks you all up and down. She says, "Oh, you're all looking slightly more mended than you were yesterday. I think we should be good." Now, she's happily joining the party at this point in time. So she is a character that's going to be going with you guys. Is there anyone that would like to run her as a character alongside your character, or are you happy for me to maintain her actions?
What is she?
She is a veteran.
Is she like a melee wacky or a
Yeah.
boom boom or a...
melee wacky?
Yep.
I'm already doing one of them.
Does she have a flaming horse?
She would happily ride a flaming horse.
Hey, Rock, you want to become a flaming horse?
No, I can't yet. That's later on.
If you want, I'll manage your combat actions.
Yeah. That's all in terms of managing combat. So if you guys are in a combat, having her around in that way, I'm happy to do all the talking and the interactions that she would be doing. But yeah, in terms of combat. That'd be
Yep,
handy.
this makes sense. Hevel has the most experience after commanding an army of skeletons.
You're assuming he's undead.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. So I've just put a link in the player chat just for the veteran monster. So that is the stat block. We're just using the averages in this case. So refer to that whenever you're doing your combat. And I'll record the HP changes in Roll20.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So as you're exiting the house, Rhea turns to you as a group and says, "All right, I've done a bit more investigation as the night's gone on, and we've found I found some history as to where the Van Thamper Villa appears to be. And if you show me your map, I'll make a marking for you."
I'll hold out the map.
Yep. Okay, and as she moves her way across through towards the upper city side, she puts a big red circle and a scribble under a section that identifies where the Van Thamper Villa is. She says, "As we make our way through up there, I mapped out a walkway for us, and we have to make our way through the Basilisk Gate. Not the Basilisk Gate, sorry. The Boulders Gate. So the actual gate called Boulders Gate. I have a suggestion."
Now, I don't see the Boulders Gate marked on the map. Would I know where that is?
I'll just ping it for the time being because
Okay.
I don't want to copy it.
You haven't been here before. Remember, Rock has been here before.
Okay.
So each of the main gates that separate certain sections of the city have a name, and Boulders Gate is the main gate that then separates between upper and lower. You didn't take that gate last time; you took a different gate, but you understand that this gate to be guarded by people of the Watch.
Yep.
Reyes turns to you and says, do you still have your Flaming Fist badges?
We do.
We do.
It's going to be a lot safer, and we're going to avoid a lot of the altercation if you say that I'm your prisoner and you are escorting me through.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Very well.
So with that, anything else before you guys set out?
I asked Rhea, is there any other trouble that we should expect or be ready for?
One sec. I'm not expecting any additional trouble. It's just when I entered into here, I had to get in before the Flaming Fist had closed the city gates. I managed to sneak inside, but some of the Flaming Fist soldiers confronted me. The others scattered, but I was cornered by one thug. I had to wound him to get away, and ever since, Flaming Fist have been looking for me. If I'm already your captor, I would be a bit safer.
We can do that. Unless Dada can disguise her or make her invisible.
I can do either. No, I can only disguise myself, but I can make her invisible.
If you want to burn a spell slot, otherwise we'll just walk around her.
She pipes up and says, I think the prisoner story would be sufficient. If I'm invisible and then found, that's only going to arise more questions.
Okay. I'm happy to go with her judgment.
Why are we escorting her to another part of the city?
Because she's stabbed someone. She won't.
Yeah, but like,
But why that part of the city?
yeah. I mean, we've got to have a reason for it to be going there, right? What do we know about the other part of the city and why we would go there?
Well, you know why you're currently going to the upper city, because you're going to investigate the Van Thamper Villa.
Yep.
Why are you saying that she's your prisoner?
No. Like, I understand why we're saying she's our prisoner, but like, if we're confronted by do-gooder guards who are like, why would you be escorting this prisoner to this part of the city?
Yeah. Okay. So roll well, actually, I was going to get you to roll a history check, but I don't think that's right in this case. Yeah, roll a history check. Roll a history check.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I was like, it's a B.
It's a B. What's a B?
Okay.
So you know, and from your past interaction at the gates, you know the watch to be quite sticklers. However, that they will pass people through the gates if they are on either official watch business or official flaming fist business that can be proven. And in the case of having a prisoner, would be considered as official business, and one of those official businesses could be a prisoner transfer.
Okay. Prisoner's transfer for Sector 1138.
I can
There you go.
disguise myself to
block.
look like a more sophisticated version of the fist. Like if they've got ranks and a specific appearance that comes with that rank, I can disguise myself to look like that.
I use prestidigitation to make him look like he's covered in shit. No, I don't.
As you're talking through these ideas, Raya starts getting a little bit bored and says, "We're burning time here, people. Let's move on."
You know,
Well, I'll say before we move on, Raz, I said, would our story sell better if one of us looks like a higher rank member of the Flaming Fist, or would just 4 people possessing badges, would that be enough?
She turns to you and says, "I would imagine just 4 people with badges would be enough.
Okay.
If you try and change your story too much and someone asks too many questions, you might find yourself in a worse position."
Okay. All right. I'll just go with it.
But you may want to use your spear, Daddy.
No, I'll leave the spear behind. I'll
No,
just...
as in a prop, just to make it look more godlike.
I'll walk around. No, I'll leave the spear. No, she's very much don't change any element of this story, and Thanesh has heard that now twice, so yeah. And I will. I'll put the spear in Thanesh's room. He has no use for it.
Okay. All right. So you move along through the city, and after about an hour and a half walking, you come across the gate, the main Baldur's Gate. And as you approach, there is a series of watch guardsmen in front of the gate. They hold you up, put their hands in front, and say, "1 moment." And they keep you here. I'm waiting. At this point, 10 minutes has passed. As you're standing there, you've got Raya in between 2 groups of you. Eventually,
sorry, you go if it's happening.
yeah. Eventually, a watchman comes forward after processing another line and says, "What's your business here? Why are you entering the upper city?"
Oh, I'll
prisoner transfer.
Yep.
Flaming Fist. Show him the cop badge.
Oh, okay. Which one's the prisoner?
I point to
That
Raya.
one.
The one in the middle. We're all standing around.
And I'll also show my badge as well.
Oh, yes. Yes, we heard stories of this one attacking the guards. Okay, get her through. You know, take the second fork, second right at the fork, and then upwards through to the guardhouse. Drop her off there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And they wave you through.
Cool.
We did so good, guys.
We shouldn't stuff it up.
This time.
You move on another half hour or so, and you make your way to the front of the villa. And give me a second. I need to copy some tokens.
Well, this is a very big black space.
We all fall into nothing. We're dead.
this is what the descent into hell looks like. Nothing but black. Oh, see something.
Okay, so if you head up towards the northern edge of it, each of your tokens are there.
There is a thin black line between your two squares.
Oh yeah, I'll fix that. One second. Player determined by character settings. How do I fix that? I don't know if that works. All right. So anyway, each of you are there.
So is she still clad in her armor?
Yes.
Yep.
She is in the armor that she presented herself to yesterday. She is combat ready.
Yeah. And I presume we disarmed her to bring her through the gate.
No, she still had her arms, but it was hidden by her cloak.
Okay.
So you've approached the villa. You have come in from the northern edge, and you see a locked one. No, sorry, a closed gate in front of you, and there are some 10-foot high walls that are around the side that are presented to you. It is now 4 p.m. around about, so late afternoon. Sun is slowly starting to go down. What do you do?
Alright, I just wanted to... Sorry, just interject quickly. Thanesh would have cast Mage Armor back at the lodge. Before
Okay.
we set off and done this. So, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yep.
I vote we sneak in. No more talking to these people. They're full of shit.
Runk's in agreement.
I suggest maybe a visual scout over the wall.
Like an owl?
Yes, let me copy that over as well.
Were there guards in front of the gate, or that we are looking at?
You have not seen anyone at this point in time.
Alright. Yeah, I will send Fip up and around. Up over the doors and just have a peek. And also sort of scouting very much the front of it. Front of the building.
Okay, so you get first going to just put him on sort of on top of the wall to have a quick look.
Yep. Just peek over it.
Okay, as Fip goes over the wall, he sees the a veranda and the northern side of the villa, and also to the western side, what looks to be another separate building. She also notices 3 guardsmen who are starting to walk in a counterclockwise fashion.
Okay. I presume this building here on the left is like some sort of guard post up against the wall. Is it separate?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's actually really good. Hold on, just gonna check Fip's bonus. Oh, I just have advantage. Oh, and that's better. It is 22.
As Fip darts in and has a better look, you understand it to be a stable house, and you hear the neighing of 4 horses in there.
Okay.
We might find a rocket girlfriend.
I see that's what he can see by sort of looking over from the current position.
They are very big horses. Alright, and we can see. So, is the stable, is there a roof? Like, is it fully enclosed like a barn? Like, can Fip just sort of fly in there and have a look?
Yeah, so Fip can fly in. There's like a gap between the roof and sort of where the fence is in that case.
Yep.
So enough for Fip to get in and gets a full look. One sec.
That's okay.
So as Pip gets in and gets a better look, she can clearly see 4 horses. You also notice a smithy with an anvil and a half, and you see one person who's sort of tending to the area.
Okay. So Fit will sort of do a bit of a flyby and move further south.
Okay, so as Pip flies down, sees more and a bit of the western edge of the house, with some windows that are down there. As she's flying around, the guards are patrolling their way around counterclockwise as well.
Yep. So you should just continue south, like a bird does. So doing, total flyby.
As she flies further south, she sees another pack of patrolling guards who are also rotating around in a counterclockwise fashion. And another main gateway, very similar to the one that the rest of you are currently in front of. It is closed off as well.
So is this other main gateway, is that another entrance to the street, or is that a different, just trying to understand where this building is positioned?
So that's another entrance to a southward-facing street. So
okay.
good way to think of it is that it's got access on both a northern road and a southern road. You have entered in from the northern way.
Yep. All right. So Pip will continue just around, and would not fly in a straight line. Following the path, she'd sort of fly maybe this way, over the fence, and then change direction on the other side of the fence.
Okay. But you're saying that she's just constantly flying. She's not stopping for
Correct.
any point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of zooming around, doing a lap of the perimeter.
Okay. As she's flown over, she's seen the entrance to another gated section.
Yep.
Looks to be another sort of entrance from there. Also can sort of see what looks to be a doorway into the building.
Is that
there? Wait, sorry, ping again.
There, or is that this one?
It's the second one. The first one is the markings of a window.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll continue our lap around.
Yep, the guardsmen are going to continue their patrol.
Yep.
She gets around, revealing a bit more of the house, can see a bit more in the yard, and also notices a third group of guardsmen patrolling around in the same fashion.
Okay. All right, we'll continue along down to about here, and then Fip will circle up and back around. And we'll continue the loop back to where we are.
Just out of curiosity, the way you're dragging it, you can't see those areas that I'm revealing, can you?
No, I can only see an outline in a black space. And if I actually click off Fip, I struggle.
Oh, you would? Oh, yeah, all right. I can see on the stream at the moment. Got it. Cool. Okay.
I was just more guessing that this is a fence line, considering this little notch in the fence.
So yes, you are following around the fence line. You've revealed a bit more of the eastern side of the house, noting that these ones don't appear to have windows on this side.
Cool.
Guardsmen are going to continue their patrol. Okay, and revealing the rest of the fence line, you've got a clear outline of the house that you've now seen with Fit. You understand there to be 3 patrolling groups of guardsmen who are walking around.
Yep.
They appear to be armed, and yeah, that's what you've worked out with Fit.
What are they wearing in terms of armor?
Yeah, one sec.
Come on, mini skirts.
You notice that each of them were carrying a spear, and also had a shield.
Yeah, but in terms of, like, were they wearing chainmail? Were they wearing leather armor, cloth?
They were wearing chain that you could see.
Yeah. Okay, so Fip will return and just perch herself back onto my shoulder. And I'll relate all this information to everybody. So I'll let them know that there's 3 groups of armored guards in chain, wielding spear and shield, patrolling in a counterclockwise direction around the house. I will note to everyone that the building to our right appears to be a stables with 4 horses, and there seems to be a character looking after that particular stables. The house has windows on the northwestern and southern sides, without any windows specifically on the eastern side, and there's a large rear door and a smaller front door at the northern side. So smaller door at the northern side, larger door at the southern side.
Right. I've left the area revealed for you guys, but I've just hidden the guard tokens. As you are aware, they are patrolling. So just to keep that information hidden at this point in time.
Yeah. So perhaps, Thanesh, you go invisible, don't you? Perhaps, like we could have a look at this gate, see if we can pick the lock. You could run up to the front door, invisible, and see if it's open, or if there's an easy way in. Maybe look through the window, see what you see.
That's spell slot usage, isn't it?
It is, yeah, invisible and a big one for us. It's a level 2 spell.
Oh, okay, maybe not. All right, well let's just kick the door down.
The windows on the buildings, are they paned in, like fully closed, as Fip went around?
So from what you recall from seeing with Fip, they all look to be closed. They could very well be opened at a first glance. They could be smashed in, but what you remember, they look to just be paned and closed.
Yeah. I'll also tell everyone there's not a lot of hiding places up against the house itself. All the trees and gardening seems to be along the fence line.
How high was the fence?
10 feet.
Is it spiked at the top or flat?
Make a perception check for me.
16.
It appears to be flat. There is a few beams as it's going through that a little bit higher than the rest of the fence, but they don't appear to pose any danger in terms of a spike.
Yeah.
I think we should go around the side with all the trees and attempt to jump it and then make a run for the back door.
We can walk all the way around the fence and come in from the south.
Yeah. If we want, the gates might, the area's more open. Come from, jump over the fence, we might be able to hide, wait for a gap and go.
Would we want to hide behind the bigger trees?
So I'll, Thanesh, you do recall seeing 2 main entrances into the house.
Yes.
There was that one door on the northern side, and then the main double door towards the southern side.
Ah, so I had it in reverse. So we're coming into the rear of the property, are we?
Correct. Yep.
Like proper adventurers.
With the guards, how long does it look like it takes for the guards to do a lap?
You're unaware. of
So
time.
if I perch
but-
Fip on the wall and just take note of one of the groups as they do a lap,
Okay.
how long until I see him again?
Well, when Fip was looking over them, they were at a walking pace.
Yep.
So that would be a half movement in terms of your timing.
I tell Dinesh to tell me when the guards aren't right up near the door. Through fear. Tell me.
Hey. Alright, well, I'll move up to the door and I'll focus through Fip and I'll watch for guard.
Okay.
I'd like
After
to know when they're out of easy audible range, they won't hear a little rustle.
Okay. Well, you notice off to your eastern side, your left-hand side, a group of guards starting there to patrol around.
Yeah. Now I believe I can still speak. I just can't hear or see.
So you, as Thanesh, can speak.
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm just deaf and blind. So you can't talk back to me.
Okay. As you're watching them, they appear to go a bit slower than walking pace. They're more of like a dawdle as they're looking around and observing the area and space. So they appear to be moving around about 5-10 feet a turn.
Yeah.
All right. So as they get around, and after how long is that? After about a minute and a half, you see them move all the way over to the western side.
Yep.
And they're starting to disappear around the western side of the building.
I don't see any new groups sort of coming around.
Not yet.
No. All right. So I'll say to Rock, they're gone now. At the same time, I'll move Fip to this sort of fence. Actually, I'll put Fip in the tree here and just watch for the next group.
I would like to test the gate and see if it's open.
One sec.
Just calmly, just giving it a little.
Okay. Fip now sees the next group starting their patrol up. Sorry, I'll move them back a little bit.
Yeah. And then I'll just say next group is approaching.
Yeah. Rock, you try the door. It's not locked. It is closed. There is a latch, but it's one of those sort of hold gateways that you can put your hand in and open the latch.
Alright. I tell the guys that and say, on the next lap through, we should just make a break for the stables.
Okay.
For the stables.
Yeah, if we can get in there.
Have a chat to the person in there.
Well, it looks
I'm
like
going to have a chat to the horses.
And then ride the horses into battle into the house and dirty the carpets.
Okay.
Horse.
So you is that the plan? You're waiting until the guards do another pat around and.
Yeah, then I'm just going to open the gate and a quick scurry behind the guards while making as little noise as possible, closing the gate behind us.
Yeah, we're all going as a group.
Oh, I'm going. I don't care what you guys do. I'm Rock. I explain plan and then I do.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so I will watch as the next group comes around, and as soon as they are, I'll let Rock know, and then I'll drop concentration from Fip and follow with everybody else.
All right.
Run. Roll for sprinting distance.
The other thing before we start, I said, should we be waiting until nightfall for this?
No.
No?
You can't see it, no.
Oh, big man with dark vision.
Rhea pipes up and says, I also can't see at night. Okay, so 2 minutes pass, and the guard group has padded off towards the western side and is now out of sight of the building.
I would like to do what I said.
Yep.
Run, Forrest. Run.
And I'll follow.
Okay, so you open up the gate, you push it through. You're all filtering through.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. and we calmly close it behind us, and then knowing that they're dawdling, we've got a good, I'd say, minute for them to come up and around the corner here,
And
then make a break into here and close the door behind us. Just all pile in no matter what happens.
and you're doing this with haste, correct?
No, we know that they're dawdling, so we've got a good solid minute to go 2 turns worth. So
Oh, solid 30 seconds for 5 turns worth.
Okay.
yeah, we know we've got a fair bit of time, so there's no need to rush, but we haven't got enough time to faff.
Okay. So each of you enter in. Rox easily closes the door behind. Here's the solid latch in as he gently pushes it through. You all can freely move around to the western side.
I'll bring Raya in too.
Yeah, I'll move her. I'll say she's moving as Hevel, and yeah, that's fine.
We'd like to just calmly get in, just open the door, walk in as if we're meant to be.
Yep.
And close the door behind us.
All right. So you see the guards towards the southern walkway there. As you get around, they are still dawdling forward and not aware of your presence as you walk past. You enter in. Sorry, I'll just move Raya in. And an older man looks up at you and says, "What are you guys doing in here? What are you here for?"
Oh, I'm the town's horse whisperer. I've come to, make sure your horses are in fighting condition. They've got to be, ready for the right stuff. I hear you're a fairly good horse looker after her.
What are you on about? We're not expecting the vet for another week.
Oh, no, I'm the horse whisperer. Really? You don't know?
Can you make a deception check for me, please?
What's my perception?
No,
Deception.
Deception.
Oh, deception. Oh, it's 16 plus 1. 17.
Oh, I have never heard of these damned horse whisperers, but who knows what these stupid Van Thampers are trying to get in here.
Wow, I'm a druid, and we've only recently come to Baldur's Gate. We're usually down in Neverwinter and up in the dwarven lands of Stonyfit.
Oh. Listen, you just do what you need to and don't disturb me.
Okay. I turn to the horses and I cast... it's a spell slot. Do I bother? I can do it as a ritual. Yeah, I cast Speak with the Animals as a ritual.
Wow.
As the salty man sees this unfolds, and he's like, "Oh, I don't have time for this jack-off stuff." And he begins to exit. And he gets to the door and says, "You two out of the way." I don't know why they need 4 of you here.
Turn to him slowly and go, "Oh, please, we need some familiarity with the horses here. It'd be best if you don't leave."
I also use Mage Hand to massage his shoulder.
Can you make a persuasion check with advantage for me, please?
We really need to take cantrips away from Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Next time you go a fighter without a weapon. So what was I doing? Persuasion.
Yeah, with advantage.
8 and a 3, so I'll go the 8, and persuasion is 1. 9.
Oh, get that filthy hand away from me, and I don't know what you're doing here. Look, I'm just here to make some horseshoes for this godforsaken family. Now get out of the way. I want to get my drink.
Look, please just stay here. Look, I'm sure you understand the Van Thampers don't pay us very much. We just got to do our job. Appreciate it if you're here, and then we'll all be on our way in a moment.
Oh, okay, but you better not disturb me. And he goes back to banging on the anvil, making some more horseshoes.
Go team.
I would like to. I don't know if I have to recast it or what after that, but either way, I'd like to continue casting Speak with the Animals.
Yep. How long does that take?
10 glorious minutes.
Okay.
Alright.
Does someone want to keep watch out the windows while he does that?
I just want to kill some guards.
I'm gonna make this interesting.
There were 9 guards, weren't there?
There is 9, yeah.
I can take him.
All right. So, did you say someone's keeping watch, or are you just busting out to try and look for trouble?
No, we're not leaving yet. I'm talking to the horses. Let me talk to the horses.
Yeah, I'm asking the rest of the group. I know what you're doing.
I'm staying.
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
nudge Hevel and I'll point over, over to the old man and say, look, go and give him a hand and see if you can find out anything about the family here. He sounds really salty with them.
Right. I go up to him and I'm like, do you know anything about plate mail?
Plate mails for those damn fancy high-paid blacksmiths in town.
Oh, what do you make? Horseshoes?
Horseshoes, look after the grounds, take care of anything, throw out some poo every now and again. Shitty housekeeper work.
That's great. So you work for the Van Tampra family.
Well, aren't you Captain Obvious? Fuck. What else would I be doing here? Do you see a chain on me? I'm obviously not a prisoner. Of course I work for them.
Oh, right. Yeah, we don't really like them.
Then why the hell are you here? Besides Captain Shorty over there doing some whispering, he says.
Well, you don't sound like you like them. What are you doing here?
Well, unfortunately, none of the other blacksmiths are hiring in town, so I find myself in their stead.
Well, perhaps we're in a similar situation. How long have you worked for them?
It's been going on about 6 years now.
Well, that's a long time. If something were to happen to them, hypothetically, would you be sad about that?
I wouldn't be sad, but I wouldn't have a roof over my head either.
Oh, you never know. But... All right, well, great. Do you know anything about what goes on at this villa?
No. All I know is that they welcomed back Master Amric yesterday.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's great. I've been wanting to see him. Good lad.
Is he still here?
To my knowledge, but I've just been in here banging away at these horseshoes all day.
Great. All right, I'm happy with that.
All right. So you guys keep watch. You just see the guards slowly patrol around as they're making their way through. If you're looking out the window, that is. Rhea's keeping a close watch, and she's seen them come and go. Rock, you finish your ritual.
I start talking to these fine beasts, these noble stallions, and I'm nay guys, what's up?
Nice.
You waited all session to say that.
No.
Is that a new ability that you picked up, by the way, to speak with animals?
Yep, I switched that sucker out. Couldn't talk to a rat last time.
No, you just straight up killed it last time. Where the front one neighs back at you and says, "Oh, shorty talky guy. We don't get you lot around here often."
We've come on a little bit of a quest. Well, you guys, you're a bit tired of the servitude?
Servitude? We live here better than everyone else in here, and you look like you're ready to do some work. It lifts up its front hoof, says, "Well, come on, give it a bit of a clean, why don't you?"
Oh, no, you don't understand. Where I'm thinking of taking you, you don't need cleaning. You get to roam and gallop.
What do you mean?
And unlimited hay. So much hay. And some carrots. Like, there's a guy who grows the biggest carrot you've ever seen. Almost as big as me, but, a bit thinner. Not quite as stuffy.
Gives you a big neigh, almost as if it's laughing, and says, Unlimited hay? Look around. Do you see a stop to any of the hay here? Why, we're the prized possessions of Thalma here. We're the one that makes a lot of money.
You have to do work. Wouldn't you love it if you did? And all I require of you is to, I don't know, stomp someone? And it's just stomp them, and then just, if you can get out the front gates after you stomp them, I have some guys waiting for you to, get you to the good place.
I don't think you
The
understand.
land of roaming freedom.
This,
It's
to
the
me,
horse
Harassing
place.
the horses.
to me, this is the good place. Why, I take a dump and I turn around and it's gone. What other place has magical poo disappearing skills? I got all the food, I sit here, people clean my shoes, people replace my shoes. And all I have to do is trot around a building and look how pretty I am.
You seem more
Wouldn't
like
you like
pets.
some lovely ladies you could,
Wow.
make sweet love to? I don't know.
At this point, you notice that 2 are male and 2 are female.
Wouldn't you like some variety? The spice of life?
They give you a distasteful flick of the mane and says, "You really are one of the wisest cracks they've brought into this place to talk to us." And it goes back to eating the hay.
I walk up to their stalls and I bar them so that they're locked shut.
Okay.
And then, is the guy looking at us, making the horseshoes?
No, he's banging away. He hasn't noticed.
I light the hay on fire.
How are you doing that?
I have a tinderbox, I assume. Do I? Like camping equipment. Yeah, I have a tinderbox.
Okay.
I think meanwhile we wouldn't be expecting this. We just think you're having a jolly, reasonable conversation with the horses.
We'd hear one side of the conversation, would we?
No, I'm talking horse.
He is
Yeah.
talking to us.
You hear he's like, no!
Oh my god.
This is fine.
Like,
It's fun.
pretty much I'm lighting just a little fire, and I go, so, well, enjoy. You sure you want this? Like, I just need you to trample some people.
As they see the fire, they're like, what are you doing down there? Don't you like the food? What? Where is the food going? Oh, that's hot. That's hot. And they start pleating. They start going at the ground with their hooves to try and put it out.
Probably see the disturbance. We're like, Rock, what are you doing?
The front 2 horses, they're pawing at the ground with their hooves, and they manage to contain the fire. There are still some smolders going on under there, but the main fire's stopped. And they look at you and say, "Wait, why are you doing that? What? Why are you setting fire to the food?"
I tried to, set you free, but, well, I was going to be nice about it, but I need you to trap some people just outside these doors, and you're going to do it, or you're going to be hamburgers.
But we don't do any trampling around here. We do trotting.
I know. You're going to trample. You're going to make a commotion, then you're going to leave out the back gate. That's all. And then we can take you off to the freeland. Like, I'm still good to take you there. The roaming wilderness. With a buffalo bro, I don't know.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Apples is different in this campaign.
He is.
It's not a bard anymore.
Not
What was
obsessed
it?
with
Persuasion.
prestidigitation.
Persuasion with disadvantage. Because you've
I
tried
got
to set.
12. What's the intellect on a horse?
More than yours.
They are actually pretty dumb. They are pretty dumb. However, these ones are quite happy with their lifestyle. We don't do any trampling, okay? They look after us here. But if you want, we can go for a little stroll in our courtyard.
And
Is it gonna look chaotic? Like, I need you to kick a bush, break a couple of boards, the usual.
The one in the back says, "Oh, chaotic. We haven't done any of that in our practice, but I mean, this one over here, this little Mustang, he knows all about breaking boards. He can't make a jump half of the time."
Look, as a sampling of what we're going to offer you, have a good berry, and I hand them each a good berry.
Okay. They each take the good berry. Sorry, I'll get you to make an animal handling check, please.
I've got fucking +4 for that. What the fuck do I have? I'm a druid. 20.
They each take the good berry, and they go up to you and say, "Oh, now I understand why you're setting fire to the food. This is much better food. Where do we get this from?"
I told you, the fields. Why do you guys not listen to me?
Apple, it's in the guard's pockets.
The guards, they hide this from you. They keep it to themselves. This is why you guys, you're not listening. All you gotta do, kick the shit out of them, get in their pockets, steal the berries. You can if you want, but look, if you can knock a few out, we'll have unlimited berries for you out the back gate once you've hit a few guards. That's all we need. Just run out of these doors, trample some guards out the back gates.
The two at the front give a nay in agreement, and they say, "Oh, so guards have the food. Okay,
Yep.
okay, we'll go get it." They go to move out. However, they are locked in because you've closed the gates, and they do have just a light harness on them that is holding them up as it's like tethered to the stable.
I would like to untether them. They're not lying to me, are they? Those deceptive horses.
You did well on your animal handling check.
Cool. I'm small. They'll fucking kill me. I've seen YouTube. Horses are deadly. Yeah, I go in there and start taking all their gear off them, all the tack, off all of them, and then I signal to Dinesh to open the gate and just leave the gates open and let them out.
At this point, the old man.
And I also tell them, I can't without the old guy knowing. Nah, just do it.
All right. So as you've opened up and you've walked away and you're starting taking off the leads as they're tied up, the old man turns to you and says, "Horse Whisperer, what are you doing? I thought you said you were just talking to them."
I'll just pipe in and say, "Shh, let him work. He works in mysterious ways."
He's very good.
I turn to him and go, "What are you doing talking? You said you'd be quiet. Look, after the talking, they need to just have a quick room. If they don't, they'll be very agitated all night. It's, I swear, why do they even hire you here?"
He turns to you, puts his finger on your chest as he's bending down and says, "Look here, Sonny, these are my horses and I'm looking after them. Okay? They're my responsibility, and if they run away, this will be on your head, Horse Whisperer."
I signal to the horses that he hides the most good berries. Maybe they could check him first, see if he's got any on him.
The first one.
And then I stand out of the way.
The main one that you've been talking to says, "Oh, no, Master Sarvinda has always emptied his pockets to us, and we never had any of those tasty juice berries before."
So he's been eating them before he even comes to you? What?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh. Persuasion 1. 8.
No, we won't go into him. But if you say the guards have, well, they've always been very tricky and would hit us whenever we walk past. So we'll check them.
All right, off you go then. Go find some good berries, and I, assist in opening the gate so that they can just run out.
Okay, all right. With that, hang on. What layer am I on? And so As you open the gate, the horses start making their move. God damn, these tokens are huge.
They're
Oh.
massive.
And they start charging their way forward, and they knock over the guards and start using their mouths to try and get in towards the pockets. You hear the guards yell out, what are they? Why are they out on? What are they doing? Get out of here! Get out of my pockets, Sarvinda! What the hell is going on here?
At this stage, I'll pop around, and sort of, I'll nudge Rock because he's right next to me. Like, what did you say?
Oh, they've got good berries in their pockets. We can use this as a distraction to get in the house.
Yeah.
Or we can, just kill every guy we see.
I bring Fip over. I say, you got some of those good berries? And I say, give Fip some.
While that conversation is going on, Sarvinder's run out and he's yelling out, Why are you charging over there? Why are you doing that to the guards? And he turns back to you, Rock. What the hell is going on here?
How poorly have you trained these horses?
You are no horse whisperer. What have you done to these horses?
Oh,
Guards, come here and help me contain these.
That didn't
threw
work.
my mace at him, right in the head.
I nudge Rock again and say, give Fip some good berries.
I hand him 2 good berries.
All right, I put him in Fip's claws, and she flies off. And though, yeah. So I want an opportunity where I can approach one of the guards from behind and drop 2 good berries into one of the guards with Fip.
Okay. Make a. So are you dropping from a height on top?
No, I want Fip to sort of like dart by and just sort of almost perch them like on him without him noticing. I want to sneakily with my bird put them on one of the guards.
Okay. Make a stealth check first.
So many clicks to get to my bird. So 14.
Okay. And now make a sleight of hand check for me, please.
And 13.
Okay. Fip does a bit of a dive bomb, drops in, and leaves 1 good berry on the southernmost guard and 1 on the northmost guard. Rock, you hear one of the horses yell out and says, "Oh, more of the juice berry. They do have them on them." And they are frantically searching through, grabbing on and trying to bite away at some of the gear. So Vinder's charged forward to try and grab them by the reins and hold them in. And he's yelling out.
I took all the reins off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yep.
I said I removed all the tack and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you just said you took them off the
Hold on.
Okay. So he's come in.
It'd be hard to handle.
He's come in and he's gone to catch the reins, but saw that there is none on there. So he's going to double back towards to try and pick them up. And a new group of guards have appeared from the south. Give me a sec. And they're going to yell out, "Savinda, what's going on? Why are the horses free? That's not their training time." And he yells out and he says, They've gone loose. The stupid horse whisperers let them out. I don't know what they're doing, but they're trying to eat the guards."
So
Why didn't you crack him?
You guys have fireball, right? All I'm seeing is like meat.
He ran out of your melee range when you'd asked for that at that point, sorry.
Damn it.
But he is coming back to try and get the reins.
Crack.
Right. Should we jump over the eastern wall of the barn and make a run for the house?
Yeah, I think we should try and use the distraction.
Yeah.
And if we get caught, well, we get to get in a nice fight. I think I can kill everything here. There's not that much.
Yeah, cool. Do it. We run.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay. So you're trying to go through the gap of the wall and the roof?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get each of you to make a either an athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice. And Hevel, I'll get you to do the same for Rhea as well.
Yep. So I got 13.
Yep.
And Rhea.
I got 9.
18.
5.
Makes sense. You're short. You can't climb very well.
Rhea got 11.
Okay. So Rhea, Izzy, and Hevel.
Wait a minute. I want to assist Rock and boost him up.
Okay, so are you using your role as a way of assisting him?
No. I would assist him and then take a moment, and then I would have attempted to get over myself.
Okay, all right. So Rock, roll again with advantage. Also, roll once more. That's your advantage roll. Yep.
11.
Okay. Rock, Rhea, Hevel, and Izzy all make it over. Thanesh, now I'll get... so you guys are now in the courtyard, on the northern side of the courtyard. So
I want to say, like, as Thaddeus has helped me, I'd get to the top and, like, reach an arm down. Although not far, I'd make it.
So you want to assist him up from the top of the fence?
It's
Yeah,
half an
just,
advantage.
reach an arm down and give him a little pull.
Okay. All right, so roll with advantage, Thanesh.
Ooh, much better. 13 natural.
Okay.
17.
All right, so each of you have made it over the fence, just in time before Savinda enters in from the door. He's looking around. Can't see you guys at all as you're in the northern side of the courtyard. All right. So are you making a break for the back door, or are you making a break for the fence that you came in?
I think
The
a
back
break
door.
for the back door.
Okay. So as you guys make it towards the back door, the final guard patrol makes their way around, and they notice you, and they say, "Stop! What are you guys doing here? What is your purpose?"
Do they stop us in the middle of the road, or they stop us at the door?
So you're at the door. Whenever you could say that you'd be able to place your hand on the door, whoever is closest to it, but they've yelled out to you and say, "Stop! Who are you? What are you doing here?"
We are on a secret mission for the Vampiros. We do not have time to stop.
As they yell out, "No."
I think we should try and take these guys out before they call the other 6.
No, there's no secret mission. Stop, or we will use force.
Um,
Who the hell would tell you guys about a secret mission?
I will cast Scorching Ray at them, 1 beam on each.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll get you to each roll initiation. Actually, what's the time? It is 1:15. Anyone in a rush to head off?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, good.
I get like an extra hour of sleep now. It's fucking beautiful.
The whole working from home, don't have to commute.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a 10 this time.
What'd you get, Hevel?
I got 11.
11. Be
I
like
got
your
22.
second initiative roll above 10, right? Everything else is below 5.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Hevel, you got 11.
Yep.
Roll for Rhea as well.
Yep.
Got 16.
Okay.
What's her initiative? It would be dexterity, would it?
No, just roll a d20 and tell me the value.
All
Unless
right.
that purposely says plus 8.
8. Yep.
Izzy?
I got 22.
And Rock?
10.
Okay, Izzy, you are first to act. The guards have drawn their spears and they are advancing.
I frostbite the one in the front.
Okay, that's a save, is it?
Yep.
He fails.
Take 5 cold damage.
And he's slowed?
He has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Alright, you shoot out this frostbite and feels his bodies and joints seize up. He looks quite exhausted already from that one attack. Anything else?
I move to the back of the group.
Okay. Which you look like you already are. Izzy's gone. Finish.
Yeah, I do as I said before. I cast Scorching Ray, 1 on each.
1 on each. Okay, so roll 3 attack hits.
Uh, 10, 10, and 19.
Okay, you have 1 hit on the southernmost one.
7 fire damage.
Okay, and you shoot out this strong fire beam towards them. The first 2 go either side, hitting the back fence, but the third one makes contact. You see him skin already blistering from such an intense heat ray on them. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay, Hevel, your go.
Right. Well, I guess I'd run out to them. Distance is a long way away. Yeah, I guess I'll just run the max distance towards them. Maybe I'll get there.
Are we standing on like a
So
veranda?
use your dash and get to there, and then go across the deck.
Yeah,
What?
you're
so
standing
that you
on
can
that
get
porch.
there and be, because I'm going to go dire wolf and pack tactics. I get bonus damage if you're next to me.
Alright, well, I'll do that then. So I'll dash and I'll get to that location, and that will be it.
Okay. All right. And it is Rock's turn.
I shall do literally what I said. I will turn into a dire wolf.
Yep.
Burn that slot. And then run up to... Shit, I've lost the map. There it is. Run up to these guys right here and attack this guy. So with pack tactics, I get advantage if ally is within 5 feet of the enemy.
Okay. Yep. So roll with advantage.
Actually, biting 11 and 3. Let's go with my 11, and I get +5, so 16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
$11.
So what's the attack you're doing? Is it a bite or
Yep.
a claw? Okay. As you chomp down on this frostbitten guard in front of you, your massive jaws manage to crunch all the way on its upper torso, clutching in, and you manage to hit a major artery in its chest as it lumps down lifeless at your feet.
Why can't anything ever survive?
Oops, wrong one.
You did hit the one that already had taken damage.
How? Next time. And how far did I move? I moved 30, and the direwolf has 50. I would like to use the remainder of my... Oh, just move to there, just to get right up in between two of them.
Sure. Okay. Orcscorn, it is now Rhea's turn.
Rhea is going to use her crossbow.
Okay.
Say the southernmost one.
All right. So she'll just need to step out a bit to see him.
Yep. So she rolls a d20. She gets 8 plus 3. She gets 11.
Okay. Launches off this big heavy bolt, but misjudges, goes over the head of the guard and into the trees behind it.
I can't move Rhea, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'll try and set up for next session. Then you have movement of it.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else for a turn? You gonna move anywhere else?
Probably just maybe closer to the wall, like in front of Thaddeus area. Yeah.
Okay. It is now the guard's turn. The northernmost one has seen its friend had its bit to death by this wolf charging at it, seeking revenge. Going to lunge at you, Rock, with its spear. With a 22.
Yeah, that one. That's it.
And hits you for 3 piercing damage. Sorry. Oops, wrong dice. Apologies. It's a bit different. 9 piercing damage.
Oh.
As it lunges forward, using both hands on the spear as it sticks into you. The southernmost one is going to yell out and say, "Around here, alarm! We're being attacked." And is going to do the same, but with one hand. And it's got disadvantage, is that correct, Izzy?
No, I hit the front one, I think.
Oh, you did too, yeah. You hit the one that's dead. Okay.
I
You
didn't
can have
specify which
his
one I hit.
disadvantage because you didn't get to use it.
Okay, well, he hits with a 13. Rock?
No, I've got 14.
Ooh, very nice. Pushes through with the spear but catches nothing but fur on the back. Gives you a nice little haircut. And we are now back around to Izzy.
Alright. We'll move up here. And I'm going to frostbite the southern one.
Okay. Is that a save or?
Yeah.
Yep. Fails.
Sweet. He takes 6 cold damage.
So as he's yelling out the alarm to try and get the attention of the other guards, he just lets out this little gurgle with his final breath as his lungs have frozen over inside of him. He's just slumps back as well, dead. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Finish.
I'll throw a firebolt at the top one.
Yep.
Is that like one?
Roll to hit.
14.
That hits. Roll damage.
4. 4 fire damage.
Yep. As this firebolt comes off, contacts just in the chest, lights up the chainmail as you see the searing red from it just being superheated, causing some burns underneath. Finish is gone. Hevel.
Just move to. Oh, that'll
Try not to die.
Sorry?
Try not to die on this one. You're good at it, but it's just one guy left.
You're real funny. Yeah. I'm just gonna smack him in the back.
Okay, roll to hit.
21 to hit.
That hit. Roll damage.
7 damage.
as he's standing in front of you, just give a big meaty club with your mace across his face, and cracks backwards. You can see that you've dislodged his head from his shoulders slightly and broken the neck as he falls dead. So what else for your turn?
Probably move back to the others. So, yeah.
Okay. Yep, Rock, what are you doing?
I would like to grab this body and drag it with my large wolf to here.
Yep.
And then, yeah, obviously just start doing that, go to the next one and start just trying to get them all out of this down to here. Make a nice stack that's out of the way.
All right. First one moves with no issue. What would you like Rhea to do?
I guess Rhea might too far away. She's just gonna hug next to the wall where she is. She's not gonna really do anything.
So move towards the bodies or just stay where she is?
Well, we're still in combat. Like,
We
I
don't
could
know
get
if
her
the
to
other
help.
ones have heard yet or not.
if anyone was gonna help Rock, it would have been me, but I've moved away already. Rhea is there, so she's just gonna hold her spot.
Okay. All right. Izzy, it is your go.
Do we see any guards or any more attention being brought this way?
Not to your knowledge yet.
I'm gonna move into the corner. Actually, I'll move over here, but I want to look into the window.
Okay. All right. Make a perception check for me, please.
$20. I got a 20.
Yep. I'm just drawing out the thing.
Cool. Wasn't sure if you heard me or not.
Okay, so looking into there, you see
Cat.
what appears to be a kitchen. You can see pots and pans and cooking utensils hanging above some tables. You see a person in there looking to be preparing some food and some meals, and you see another little creature.
Is that thing the creature or the pots and pan?
The ones that are tokens, so there's a person token and there's a creature token.
And they have been completely oblivious to the bloodshed just outside the window. We hope.
They don't appear to be paying any attention to what's going on.
I use prestidigitation to make the cooking look like it's boiling over.
Okay. You have done so. The pot is boiling more rapidly.
And then I move here.
All right. Finish. Is your turn.
I will move over to here, and I'll ready a firebolt in case a guard comes running by.
Okay. All right. Hevel.
Yeah, I'll just ready a crossbow, I guess. Maybe I'll switch. No, I don't want to switch weapon. Don't know. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to wait. Watch. I'll take
Okay.
the dodge action in case someone attacks me.
You're taking the dodge reaction, did you say?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So Hevel, Rock. You moving the rest of the bodies?
Yep.
Okay. With some agile, quick biting, you managed to move both of the bodies quite successfully. However, you've used all your movement to do so. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. So, Thanesh, you hear some rustling coming from the western side. You understand, based on the sounds, that the groundskeeper has returned with some leads for the horses. And from the chatter, you can hear some of the guardsmen saying, "They're under control now. But go see what the others were yelling about." And from there, you can hear some rushed footsteps come up. They are currently not in sight of you, Thanesh. However, Hevel and Rhea have also heard the same, and you see one has appeared, or one's in line of sight on the western side. And it is now Rhea's turn.
Rhea's going to shoot her crossbow at one of them.
Okay, so the one she can see, roll to hit.
Mm. 8.
And she takes a fling off, misses completely. She's cursing away at her crossbow. Said, "Oh, I should have spent more time on this one." Anything else you wanted to do?
No.
Okay, so she's going to stay there. And Izzy, it is now your turn.
All right. She missed, didn't she, Rhea?
Rhea missed, yes.
Would I have line of sight?
I'll say no. Actually, I'll say you do need to step out to either in front of Hevel or onto the other side of Rhea.
Alright, I'll step to where Rhea is, and then I'll move back after I attack.
No, you got to end your movement on a free space to attack.
Yeah. We looked that up after our last antics. There we go.
I'll move to this side of it, then I'll move back later.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, you can definitely do that.
I'll frostbite the first one.
First one being this one.
Top
Yep.
one.
Yep. Okay, and they pass.
Yeah. I move back.
All right. No worries. And Finish. Finish, you have +2 your initiative, don't you?
I do.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
+3. I will continue to hold the ready firebolt and wait for someone to run by.
Of course. Okay. So it is the guard's turn, and the frontmost one is going to. Hang on, what is the total movement? Yeah, 30 feet. Okay, they're going to. He's going to move into your line of sight.
Alright. Shall attack him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do I attack him? I'm pretty sure I attack him at disadvantage because range spell in melee. Range attack in melee.
Just roll normally. So no disadvantage, no advantage. Just normal.
Alright, 19.
Okay, yep, that hits. Roll your damage.
Incredibly powerful 1.
Now, the reason why not disadvantage is because you've effectively taken him by surprise.
Okay.
All right, you shoot off this fireball, and you've licked him as he's walked past with the flames, and he turns and yells out. He's like, "Oh, there's one here in the corner," and he's going to turn and focus the attention on you and attempt to make an attack. As he draws his spear and is currently hitting you. Oh, is the that attack your reaction or?
Yeah. Well, that's I've used my reaction to
okay.
To the ready attack. So AC 14.
And he hits you for 3 piercing damage with the spear as it manages to give you a quick stab, just as surprising as the look of the flame that you gave to him. The next one is going to move forward as well, and he's going to move up and he's going to help his friend attack you as well.
Okay.
And this time, as he goes to stab through, you're a bit more prepared for this one as he comes to attack you, and you dodge to the side as the spear catches nothing but air. The third one is going to charge forward, this time staring you down, Hevel, but he's dashed towards you, putting his shield in front at the ready, prepared to block any blow, and yells out, "Guys, we need you. There's more here." And Hevel, it is your turn.
I'll just smack this guy with my mace.
Yeah, roll to hit.
8.
As you bring the mace down, this guy's expertly ready with a shield in front, bats your mace away as you swing with the attack. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Rock, your turn.
Have they seen me yet?
They are aware of your presence, yes.
And we haven't seen the horses head back towards the stable yet, have we?
Not yet, no.
I would like... Oh, how far is it?
Also, 10 minutes. Now, 10 minutes hasn't passed. It's not a concentration, so yes, you would still be able to hear the horses speak.
Oh, nice. I would like to run up here and then down to here. While doing it, I'd like to let out the biggest howl I can in an attempt to spook the horses.
Okay, all right. Roll a intimidation check, please. Is intimidation something? Yes.
That sucks. 8.
Okay. You let out this mighty howl. You sort of catch on your own vocal cords, almost like as if a prepubescent boy's voice is breaking as you're letting out this little howl. Daddy's familiar with his doggy at the moment, probably doing it a few times.
No, he hasn't.
He's not a howler?
No.
Okay.
It's been good.
But
You could have said that at the time he opened his mouth, a bird flew straight in and you were unable to bark.
Give a little puppy howl. A little tiny
Yeah.
little and then that's
no,
it.
you let out a loud howl, but yes, you don't feel complete in your performance of that howl. Anything else for you, Tim? Or is the howl your action?
No, it was more of something to do while I ran at this dude to try and rescue Sinesh.
All right.
I want to eat him. I want to nunz him.
Roll to attack.
Do I get advantage? Pack tactics. I give it.
Yes, you do get because of that.
He gets +5. Yep. So 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
10.
So you catch this guardsman completely unaware. He turns around with the howl, hearing the howl come behind, but he doesn't expect you to be so close. And your jaws just crunch around. You feel him flailing around in your mouth. As you let go, his head is extremely bloody, and he looks very exhausted, as if he's just running on pure adrenaline.
He now has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
He fails, and he is prone.
Yeah, he is. Beat on him, Darty. Just whack him.
Okay. Rocker's gone. Raya's turn.
Right. Raya is going to drop her crossbow and pull her longsword with both hands.
Yep.
Now, with the description of her thing, it says melee weapon attack +5 to hit. And then it's like full stop and it says hit :7, 1d8 +3, or 8, What's the 7 and the 8 referring to?
Because they're averages. So the hit can be a 1d8 plus 3 if you are using one hand, or you roll 1d10 and add 3 if you're using two hands.
Cool.
Now you can always take the action of multi-attack, provided that you're using the weapons that fulfill that. So I'd imagine because you're drawing with two hands, you don't have the short sword drawn, which means you're looking to make two long sword attacks on a target. Okay.
Cool.
You also can't split them up either. It has to be on the same target.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, she's just going to move, I guess, she'll move to that location there, so that we flank the character in front of me.
Okay. So she's going to provoke an attack of opportunity unless you want to move it in such a way.
Oh, okay. Would she? I suppose she would, wouldn't she? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Just go for that one.
All right. Yeah, she'll just go for the one in front of me.
Okay. All right. So roll 2 hits for me. So 2 attacks.
Sounds like she hits for more than me.
17 and 18.
They both hit. So roll 2d10 and add 6.
16.
So as Rhea rushes forward, dropping the crossbow that she's so spitefully angry with at the moment, draws this longsword and just makes 2 very long slashing cuts. And you see the chainmail just rip open in front of the guardsman on you as a deathly blow has been cut across his chest.
Excellent.
Lets out this as the blood gurgling within the throat. Anything else for Rhea's turn?
Well, she'll have enough movement. I'll get her to move to maybe this location.
Yep, okay. Yep, so she moves on forward, sword drawn, looking towards the more healthy, the one standing up fiercely. Okay. From this point, you see Savinda coming out with 4 horses in tow as he's holding onto the leashes, onto the reins, saying, come with me, back to your house. And Rock, you hear them yell out, no, more juice cube, more juice berries, as you can see them visibly tugging back. You also hear the shuffling of the other guards coming forward after helping with the horses. And Izzy, your turn.
I will frostbite the one that's in front of Darty.
So the one that's standing? Yep.
Roll a save.
It fails.
Is that the first time you've ever hit?
Nice. He's hit 2 others.
He's hit a couple
Yeah.
today.
Very brave.
4 cold damage.
Okay. Thaddeus, you see in front of you as this guy's got his hand ready on the spear, just start to ice over as well. And the shield looking quite sheen and slick as the attackers made full contact with him.
Nice.
Anything else, Izzy?
No.
Okay. And Thanesh, it is your turn.
I'll crack the prone one with my stuff.
Roll with advantage.
That's a 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
Actually, if he's prone, does that
8 damage.
automatic crit?
No, prone
No.
is an automatic crit.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. I think the only thing that counts as an automatic crit is when you're doing death saves.
No, incapacitated. There's a couple of statuses if you're on the
What is
ground.
that?
Paralyzed as well. Yeah. There's a couple that give them.
Oh yeah, any attack or paralyzed creatures in 5 feet, automatic crits. Okay, all right, awesome. Yeah, so as you crack down, you You see the blood dripping out from the wounds that were bitten onto him by Rock, and you feel like you're doing this man a favor by putting him out of his misery as you crack down on his neck. And he falls completely dead from that. Anything else for you, turn?
Nope.
Okay. It is now the guardsman in front of you. He's gonna roar out, seeing his fellow guardsmen die, and he's going to try and stab forward at you, Thanesh. Now it's disadvantage for this guy, correct? Is he?
Yeah.
Yep.
And what did you say your DC is with your frost armor, Daddy? Major?
AC is 14.
AC is 14. Okay, and as he stabs forward, but moving so very slow because of the frost bite on him, you're effectively able to just simply sidestep and just hit the spear away as he's almost moving at a slow motion speed. And it is now Hevel's turn.
To this location and crack him with my mace.
Yep, roll with advantage.
$18.
That hits, roll damage.
Yay, Hevel hit.
He's been hitting heaps.
Has he? Like he's been hit heaps and he's on the ground a lot, but has he hit something?
You got to death touch something finally today.
Yeah, he death touched.
3?
Yeah, just 3.
As you crack this guardsman in the back of his leg, you hear a howl of pain and see some blood and scratching all through the leg. Looks very, very tired and as if weak to stand up, but is still standing up. Anything else? No, Rock. It is your turn. From where you are, you can see that first guard sort of coming around the corner as well.
So I can still speak animal, even though I am wolf. Like I can still speak horse. You'd say.
That's a
Like
good question.
I was checking. The spell doesn't say it requires concentration or anything. It just says I speak animal for 10 minutes.
One sec.
And normally, I can only speak wolf while transformed.
He screams, "I am not an animal."
Let me have a quick look. Okay, so I will say that you can attempt to speak with the horses. However, you will be doing a check with advantage.
Can I talk and run at the same time without burning action?
I'll say you can, depending on what you're saying, of course.
All right. I'd like to. That's like fucking dead on. I'd like to get to here. Here.
Yep.
And as I'm running there, say, "Run, horses." You know, kind of add a bit of woofly growl to it.
All right.
Try and spook them to get them to all bolt this straight down. I want them to bolt straight through these guys in fear.
Okay. Do an animal handling check with advantage for me, please.
22.
Okay. These horses have no idea that you are the person that was speaking to them before, but they are astonished that there is a wolf speaking their language that's able to communicate with them in a way that they never understood before. And at this intimidation that's in that voice has completely scared them to the point that they're all rearing up and with such force away from Savinda that he's unable to hold on to the reins. Currently, the reins are now free, and they look like they are going to turn and run away.
I would now like to eat the throat of Savinda.
Okay. I will say though that what you were doing there was your action though.
Yep.
In terms of like if you were running and saying, pull away horses or something like that, but because you're there purposefully trying to intimidate them and scare them away, I'm gonna class that as the action.
Cool. Then I'd like to get right up in here and get ready to nom me some Savinda.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to add a lot more growling if that's the case. Like, I'm remembering I'm covered in blood. I want this guy to shit himself.
So you want more blacksmith?
Oh yeah, he's gonna die. He tried to thwart my plans earlier. Rock's very single-minded. That was the last guy to slide him.
Yeah.
Would the
Yeah.
blacksmith hear the wolf growling at the horses and talking and just hear growling and thus be intimidated?
Would I be a horse that just a wolf that just neighed a little bit, just as I'm running along, just
Sure. All right. With that, it's now the guardsman's turn that are around the corner. They've seen this very aggressive wolf go around towards and threaten Savinda to the point that it's scared the horses. They are going to instead move around. Well, the first one's going to move around and attempt to stab you.
Does the horse get the attack of opportunity?
No, the horse does not.
Remember, they don't like the guards.
Yeah, I want to see the horse John Wick the guard.
Sorry, Daddy.
I want to see the horse John Wick the guard. See where he's in the barn.
Yeah, and just boots it away. This guard runs forward with his spear and stabs you for 5 piercing damage into your shoulder. The next guard is going to run towards Hevel after seeing you crack onto this guy, and he's going to do the same with an 18.
19 AC.
Ooh. But you time it in and you put your new shiny shield in front of you as you smack the spear upwards out of the way. The next one is going to move through, is going to attempt to move through the horses.
He's getting eaten alive.
God damn, you keep pulling things into combat that I don't know. Now I've got to look after them. What do they draft? I've got to look for D.
Apples has the stat block for a draft horse.
Yeah, I had it.
And just barely manages to push his way through the horses as they're rearing up. He nearly clops a hoof down on his back, but he's going to just the same take aim at you, Rock, and slides his spear into the other shoulder of you for 2 piercing damage.
I'm just picturing Ace Ventura with the spear in each leg.
That's pretty much what happened. Okay, and now it is the horse's turn. They are terrified of seeing this wolf, and they are going to, in turn, bolt away. 2 of them are going to go off towards this northern direction, and they're going to reach the gate. The other 2 are going to start heading down in the southern direction away. Savinda is, even though he's seeing these 2 guards come either side, he is frightened and has dropped prone in front of this wolf, putting his hands over his head, looking down to the ground, frantically crying in front of you. He is terrified. And we go to Rhea's turn.
Rhea's gonna smack the guy with her multi-attack. It's next to her.
Yep. Okay. Roll 2 hits.
5, so 18 and 9.
The first one hits. Roll damage for 1.
Three. 13 damage.
Ooh. And with a mighty slice, she cuts in at the neck of the guard, who's still moving very slowly from being frostbitten before, and just opens up an artery on the neck as blood starts gushing out over his chainmail. It goes white in the face as he passes out and then continues to bleed on the ground. Anything else for Rhea?
She might. She is going to, in a roundabout way, move to that location.
Yep. And she does so without trouble. Izzy, your go.
I will. Gonna move up here, and then I'm gonna frostbite that one.
Yep. What's the range?
60 feet.
Yep, you're fine. Okay. He passes.
Oh. I might move closer. Just to finish up my movement.
Yep, no worries. Thanesh, is your turn.
Alright, so I'll step up, and then I'll have an attack at the guard here.
Yep,
With the
roll
staff.
with advantage. Yep.
22.
That hits, roll damage.
5 bludgeoning damage.
You give an almighty crack just across the face of the guard, and you see him spinning with stars in the face, but after a quick shake of the head, comes forward, staring directly at you, quite angry. Hevel, your turn.
I'll smack the same guy with my mace.
Yep, roll with advantage as well.
$13.
That's with advantage?
Yep.
Okay. As you attempt to make contact, this guy has just come forward, expecting to be attacked again, ducks underneath your swing, and stands back up. Spear still ready, facing Thanesh. Rock, your turn.
I would like to maul this one.
Sure.
I mean, bite.
Yep. Roll to hit.
The force is nothing. 7 plus 5, 12.
So as you try to lunge forward with your bite, this guardsman who's still got the spear tip sort of sticking into you, just sort of quickly pulls it back, and then pushes the shield in front. Your teeth latch on either side of the shield, but make no contact on flesh and let go. Anything else?
It should. Does that? It doesn't say on hit. It says if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw if you're not prone. Does that? Yeah.
Let's have a look. So you're a dire wolf, yes?
Yes. It's up to you.
Bite. If the target is a creature, I'd say you still have to make the hit.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Okay, so Rock's gone. It is now the guardsmen. They're both going to try and continue their assault to protect Savinda and attack you again. However, both are going to try and take a swing at you, but you're more agile this time around. You sidestep around both of the spear attacks as they come in, and you've left unscathed. And Rhea.
Rhea will swing with her sword.
Yep. Well, sorry, before she does that, I forgot that there is a third one still alive. I thought it was just the two next to Rock. The third one is going to take a stab at you, Thanesh.
Yep, sure.
And it hits.
I'll use my reaction to move my AC to 16.
Yep. It still pushes through this magical force that comes up in front of you, and this piercing tip of the spear comes forward and makes contact in your chest for 7 piercing damage. And back to Raya. Sorry.
So Raya rolled a 22 and a 17.
They both hit.
And she did 16 damage. It was plus 1d10 plus 3. Sorry, no, 13 damage.
So Raya, on an absolute bloodthirsty vengeance, striking with pure rage. On the last few swings, she's following through, showing her expertise with this two-handed sword. Cuts this guardsman nearly clean in two with both swings. He falls lifeless in front of you, Dinesh.
Okay.
Oh, choking. Anything else?
She will move to that location. There. Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
He tried to breathe in his drink rather than drink it.
It's the COVID. Quick, kill him.
Wait, it needs to be tested before he comes back.
You've killed the DM.
It's because he's in Canberra. There'll be the 5G there.
Those damn 5Gs suppressing my immune systems. Oh, he's alive. No, he's cold.
He needed his blankie to keep the 5Gs off him.
Oh, sorry. I was just reenacting what that guy did with his blood after he got attacked. Okay, Raya's gone. Izzy. Wait, sorry. My bad. Horses. The northernmost ones are going to belt out, kicking down the front gate, and are going to run out of sight completely. The bottom two are going to do exactly the same. Kick down the gate, running in pure fear as you hear the neighing as they run off. Kick down the gate, move out of sight. Oh, yes, they were. And Savinder's going to stay there pleading, No, leave me. Don't attack. And now, Izzy, it is your turn.
I wave at the horses as they go by. And then I'm going to hit the far one with my crossbow.
All right, roll to hit.
Uh, 10.
As you shoot off your crossbow, but this time the arrow gets stuck in the shield as he's got it pressed up in front of him. Unfortunately, doing no damage. Anything else?
That's all.
Okay. Finish.
All right, so I'm going to run forward. I'm going to be shouting, Stop! There is no need for further bloodshed. We are here for official business. As the flaming fist, I'm going to be holding out my badge and sort of waving it. Again, stop. This has gotten out of hand. We are here because Amric is wanted and we need to bring him into custody. Lay down your arms and we'll allow you to leave with your lives.
Okay.
I now kill another one just to let them know what we mean.
Just kill her.
Daddy, you're giving up XP. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yep, feeble.
Can you make a persuasion check for me, please?
Ooh. Persuasion. Oh, I got a negative 15.
Okay. All right, so you've had your turn. Hevel, it is your go. You have heard Thanesh say what he's trying to say.
All right. I will run up to. Oh, how far can I get? Where am I there? I'll just run up to that location there, and I'll just growl at him.
Okay. Are you readying anything, or just readying a growl?
I suppose I'll ready, like, I'll have my mace and shield up, so, like, if the guy in front of me goes to attack someone, then I'll attempt to attack him.
Sure. Okay. Rock, you do you understand common when you're in a dog? When you're...
Yeah, I've still got like Rock's mind entirely. It just can't speak it.
So
Yeah.
no, Rock doesn't understand.
I was just double checking. All right, so you have also heard what Thanesh is saying at that point.
I would like to, as loud as I can, yell, "I'm gonna kill you all." But it turns out I'm still talking hoarse, so as a direwolf, I would like to let out a loud neigh at everything in front of me, saying, "I will kill you all," in horse.
Okay.
And then if any of them make a move at all, I would like to just violently rip that arm off.
All right. So you're readying a bite. Got it.
I think the important part was I yelled, "I'm going to kill them all."
Okay, so it's the guard's turn. The guard here in between Rock, Hevel, and Rhea is going to give a sideways glance to you, Thanesh, hearing you yell this out. And he gives he spits in your direction and says,
That's an attack. I react.
he says, the flaming fists are the worst bottom dwellers in this place. And he is going to continue his assault on Rock, but Hevel and Rock, I'll give you a chance to do your attacks of opportunity first. So Hevel first.
Would Rhea get hers as well?
Rhea has not had her turn yet.
Okay.
So 11, as you make a swipe, you see him starting to dart forward as if he's making an attack on Rock. But as you swing up with your mace, you misjudge and hit nothing but air. Rock, you see this man lunging forward at you with his spear.
Did he get... Oh, no, he doesn't get advantage there. No, I'll be...
No.
Do I get advantage? Back tactics, yeah, I do! 15 and 18 plus 5, 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, I forgot what he does. 2d6.
He's also flanked, so
3 plus 3, 6.
All right, you crunch down, but you crunch down on the shield arm, still doing quite significant damage, but he's still lunging forward with his spear at you.
He might be knocked prone. Give it a sec. He's got
that's right.
DC 13.
He's got to do a DC 13 what?
Yes.
DC 13
Strength, sorry.
strength. And as you continue to bite on the arm, you put enough pressure that he's essentially yelping in pain as he starts dropping down, begging you to release the arm. As he's finally on the floor, you do release. But he will stand up on his turn. So you did knock him prone, but he is going to use his movement to stand up. I will say, though, that because your attack was in reaction to his, you knocking him prone did mess up his attack. So he is just going to use his movement to stand up, but he will not be able to attack you. However, the second guard, seeing that happen, is going to try and take the opportunity to lunge at you from behind. As he tries to shoot forward, the sweat that's been building up from his hands through the adrenaline and the fear of this wolf in front of him loses grip on the spear. It shoots forward and lands in between your hind legs, not hitting you, but he is now currently disarmed.
Oh, guy got a 1, didn't he?
He sure did. Okay, Rock's gone. The guards have gone. So Vinda is on the ground with his hands over his head, just say, I'll do anything you say, I'll do anything you say. Totally oblivious to what the guards are trying to do, but he's face down, just still fearful of what's happening. Raya's turn.
Raya is going to swing with her longsword multi-attack.
Yep, roll to hit.
With advantage.
Does she have advantage?
Yes, she does.
All right. Well, okay, I'll say that was the first one, and she gets a natural 20.
This dude's fucking dead.
And the second one, she gets 18 to hit.
That hits.
So I'm just going to roll 3d10.
Yep, and add six. Yep. Which, by the way, his current HP is 5, so the plus 6 is the number.
She does 30 damage.
30?
30.
Oh,
Hey, look, Rock, kibble.
Just with the first blow alone, the sheer force is enough to completely decapitate this guardsman. And with the second blow, she chops into the leg of him before he falls down, removing the left leg from him, as this now gibbed torso has fallen to the ground. Anything else for Raya's turn?
She will move to this spot.
Okay. She moves there. Izzy, your go.
I just frostbite the remaining dude. And move a little.
I feel so bad because the times they're rolling good is on your attacks. He just got a natural 20. Sorry. He doesn't feel any of the ice trying to seep into his system. Finish. Your turn.
I'm just going to just say, look, I tried to warn you, and just watch on hopelessly.
Okay. Hevel, your go.
I will move to that spot and crack him with my.
Okay, roll to hit.
And I get advantage.
You sure do.
Well, it didn't help that much. I got a 8.
Okay. This currently disarmed man is constantly trying to dodge and weave around to try and pick his weapon back up and manages to duck completely under your attack.
See, this is the Hevel we know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hide back up the kitchen as well. You've seen sort of that area, but things will probably change around there depending. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Hevel?
Nah.
All right, Rock, your turn.
The guards go off me. Alright, I would like to attack the guard
Roll to hit.
with pack tactic advantage.
Yep.
22.
That hits. Roll damage.
$11.
How do you want to do that?
I would like to rip his throat out, but as I pull him down, I want his body to slump over blacksmith guy and just, you know, the squirts, I want them to pound into him.
Okay.
Like, just I want him to become haggis. No, blood pudding, that's the one. Haggis is guts. Yeah, blood pudding, yeah.
So you jump forward and manage with your front canines grab onto the gullet of the guardsman, pull it out completely, and you've just got nothing but a bloody gaping hole in the front of the neck. And the sideways force that you pull him with, he slumps over the top of Savinda and starts convulsing just from his wounds. Savinda, you hear him cry out, "Oh, what is it? What is it? Get it off!" And he's crawling frantically to try and get out from underneath.
Poor guy. Just trying to tend the horses.
It is now Savinda's turn, and he is just going to crawl out from under that body and stand up. But it was more in a coward stand up, but he says, look, I'll do whatever you say. Just don't kill me, please.
Combat's ended here.
Yeah, I will say combat's ended unless, Izzy, you want to do anything to this guy?
Nah.
No. Okay.
I have an
Sorry.
idea. Well, he's now saying he's willing to do anything.
Yep.
We have him walk into the house, scope out how many people are there, and come out.
I don't think that this guy's in any state to do that.
I've got a better idea. I say we go knock on the door, have him standing just behind us, covered in blood head to toe, and just frantically knock on the door and go, "We're the Flaming Fist. We heard there was trouble, and we came, and well, he's the only one alive, and he's covered in blood, and he's talking manically. Tell us what's happened." I say we do that.
I'm more inclined just to let him go.
Yeah, I think just let him go.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll approach Savinder, if that's his name, and say, "Look, I'm very sorry for your troubles," and I'll hand out 3 gold pieces and say, "Compensation. Now leave here."
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll end the session there, and you're welcome to do that again at the start of the next session. But
Yeah, okay.
we'll end the session there, and each of you please add 55 XP.
Just enough.
That's terrible.
They're pretty weak, those guards. It was just a long combat because of how many there were and all the other antics that was going on. You know how annoying it is to roll for horses and a commoner at the same time. You guys pulling so much shit going on here.
I was
we
tempted
don't
at the
rock.
start to go
Rock
hyena,
does.
so I could like mass murder the entire group in one go. But I didn't think the guards I'd have enough oomph to kill them. But I think I could have done it. I think I could have killed everything in one round.
Yeah, they only had like 10, 12 HP, something like that.
Yeah. Next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All right. So you should each all level up to level 4. Now, I believe that is the feat / either bonus attributes time. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. So what was that super crappy feat that we blocked last time? Was that lucky?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll keep that one blocked because it's
It's
we don't want
bullshit.
it's bullshit. And
Because I'm at 2590 of 2700 at the moment.
you should all be 2750. Sorry, 2705. If I've been following along correctly.
How are we doing health again? Or do we do that on our next rest? Like, how do you want us to do that? And all our new abilities. When do you want that to happen?
You can do your health now. I believe we said we're going to do rolled health. And I think I said if your first one is a 1, you can re-roll it. But you have to take the second one that you get.
How do we do it again? It's an edit character, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember to add it on top of the value that's already there.
Yep.
So I just
Oh, that's right. And then manage HP. All right. Whew. And what are we rolling? Oh, it says there.
so when I leveled up, it gave me another 2 hit points.
That will be your constitutional modifier, just doing that.
Yeah, I think that's.
I roll my hit dice, right? Is that it?
Yeah, I think
One.
one
So
hit.
I've got a D8, so I've got 4 D8 for my hit dice. So I roll 1 D8 now to.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
I rolled a 1, so I get to re-roll it.
Because you're lucky.
7. So I add that to my rolled HP, correct?
Yes.
Yep. What did you get on the second time, Pebble?
I got 6 the second time.
That's a bit better.
Yeah.
Now, Rhea herself doesn't really have a level. Well, she's level 3 because of the challenge rating on her, but she doesn't level up or anything like that. She's just going to stay as she is.
Yeah.
For now, I'm going to say I'm picking Warcaster as my feat, but there's 2. It's that or Sentinel.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I'll have chosen before next week.
Yeah. Take your time. It doesn't have to be now. You got all week to read up on and see which one you want to do.
And
yeah.
spells and stuff, are we adding them next rest or?
I believe it is next rest that you have to before you can start using the new spells. Remind me, Daddy. Sorry.
Instead of short
Right,
rest.
we definitely can't prepare them. Darty and I, we have to prepare our spells, so we'd be doomed either way.
Yeah,
But, like,
so
Fuzzy just gets new spells.
yes, because
Let's see.
Fuzzies is more of an innate ability. In our game that we're playing, I rule that he gets to use his new spells straight away. However, classes that need to prepare them need to actually still go back and spend the time to prepare their new spells before you can use them.
Okay, yeah, that works for me. Although I imagine possibly you guys might be looking to try and do a rest at some point through this house. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've still got spell slots. We're good.
I was just going to light the house on fire and move on. So, that's Rock's current mentality. He's over this mission.
Did we get any XP for burning down the boat and everyone dying in it?
Oh, yeah. How many XPs did I get out of that? There's like 15 people on that. Each of them's my kill.
The boat may or may not have burnt down.
Very good.
All right. Well, good session. You guys are now level 4, and I reckon you're going to enjoy going through the villa or burning it down, whichever one you prefer.
I can learn a new cantrip.
Hey guys, I can become bigger animals now.
I can wear plate mail now. Yay.
Your strength went up?
Yeah.
Nice. You could also do some very dangerous, what is it? Touches. Inflict wounds. That's one.
Ooh, I get a new cantrip.
Yeah, that's still 3d10, or I can use a second level spell slot, and then it becomes 4d10.
But next level, when you're level 5, I think you can do it at 3rd level.
Oh, 5d10.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. It's my only way of doing damage, unless they're immune.
You have a spiritual weapon.
Yeah, like if I burn all my slots, then I can be better. But you know.
Yeah, because the spiritual weapon essentially gives you a double attack. You attack once, and then you attack with the spiritual weapon as a bonus, I think.
You can move the weapon as a bonus action and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet. Yeah.